end.
No.
Oh, shoot. That was loud. I'm sorry.
Howdy. Hey, yo. Welcome to the Friday Night Feast. How y'all doing out there?
Oh, my.
I'm in one of my moods, in case you can't tell.
You're definitely in a southern mood today.
I am from the South.
Welcome, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure I had sound.
Echo.
But I am I'm just so excited for tonight.
I am too. Y'all hear me say all the time, show you a recipe, a couple of snacks or whatever. I've been telling her for, I don't know, a couple of months now that we need to actually do that, show y'all some snacks. So tonight's going to be nothing but appetizers.
Yeah, so several of y'all saw where Mama Bear Lynette wonderfully had lunch with us last Sunday. We were so excited to have her at our house.
That was amazing. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for driving.
Yes, because she lives about a little hour and a half possibly, depending on traffic.
Yeah.
Away from us.
So thank you so much for visiting us, Lynette, and we had so much fun. So I created, we had an entree as well, but I created several appetizers because that's what she did when we visited her.
Right.
And I wanted, us to have little things to snack on. So we're going to recreate several of those tonight. We're going to first get started with this goat cheese ball. And then we'll move on to some other things and show you some great appetizers.
Yes.
So, and I also want to see here, I see that Kathleen joined as a member.
Hi.
Welcome,
That's
Kathleen.
Awesome. Thank you.
Please send us an email with your mailing address. Let me put our email address at the bottom.
So we need to send you a welcome gift.
Yes, so we could send you a welcome. It's stickers. It's not like a huge gift, but please send us your mailing address, email us below so we get that out to you. And then also would you gain access, because she asked, she wasn't sure what all that meant. So thank you for joining ours. So basically every month we have a cook along, and I will send out a recipe card that's printable, savable, like a PDF format. So you can have that. Plus there'll be a video that only members have access to. So actually on YouTube, when you go to our channel, there is a members only video section. And there's actually a couple on there now that you could go and see before anybody else sees it.
And the way it works, we're actually going to do it this weekend, is we will test cook the recipe first to make sure we got everything dialed in correctly. And then that's when we take our recipe card photos of it for it all. And then you will get first dibs on it with the rest of the crew before we release it to Gen Pop.
Right. Exactly. So you'll get to have that. And then we have that cook along, and we get to just spend time together, which I really enjoy that.
It's amazing.
And then what else? I guess that's kind of it, right? That they get?
Depending on the level, they get a monthly dime bag.
Well, yeah, I send that as part of the welcome.
Mm-hmm.
They get a dime bag. But if you're a top tier, you get a full-size container of a spice every month.
Right.
But yeah, so thank you and welcome, and thanks so much for supporting us.
That's amazing.
Really appreciate it. And then earlier I went through and posted. We had some early commenters. So Laura S. said, just popping in to say hello to everyone. We started playoffs tonight, so I'll watch the replay when I get home. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Well, sorry we missed you, Laura. And then I see Lisa L. Strange commented. She goes, no way. I'm going to make apps tonight also. So, Lisa,
copycat.
When you join us, you'll have to let us know what.
Remember, too, pictures or it didn't happen. You need to post them in the group.
That's right. What apps did you make? And then 22Q Cat said,
howdy.
Hi, Shelly and Heath. I'm all about the appetizers, so I can't wait for this one. Happy Friday. I'm so excited. And this is where Kathleen said, I never subscribed to a channel's private group before, so not sure what to do. That's so awesome. I'm so glad. And then air fry.
Did she join the Facebook group too, though?
Yes, I know she's on our Facebook group. Shauna said, I missed everyone last week, so glad to be here tonight. And I want to say shout out to Shauna.
Yes.
Because she sent us, and I forget, I put it over there. Y'all, she is so great. You know how we love to take our calm every night? She sent us like a full container of the cherry calm.
Whenever we need to put the stuff in the oven, I'll grab it and show them.
Yes. So thank you so much, Shauna. We really appreciate that. And we love that so much.
Yes.
Where is the butter knife?
Right now.
Okay. So to get started, the first recipe is these goat cheese. So this goat cheese, y'all, it's a 4-ounce container that I got at Aldi for $1.89 for 4 ounces. And I'm telling y'all, this is... Oh?
Here.
Oh, okay.
There.
There's trash. So how we're going to make these balls, and then I'll say hello to everyone else. Oh, I see Carrie's here. Hey, Carrie.
Hey,
he said 651 days of no coffee or caffeine. Way to go. And then also, this is awesome. Monday, I have an interview for a junior IT job that is not that far from my house.
That's awesome. Good
Way
luck.
to go. So everybody send good vibes, prayers, and everything to Carrie.
Good luck.
So he gets that job, y'all. So this is how we're going to make the balls. It is so simple to make balls. So I'm going to see how many times I can say balls and describe me how to make the balls, y'all. So what I have in this container is just equal parts of chopped up pecans. And I also have the bacon crumbles. It's the real bacon crumbles that Renee recommended from Sam's.
She's been here tonight?
Yes, she is. She's been commenting. It's a big bag, and it's only like $8.69.
I'll show you that in a minute, too.
I'm telling y'all, we have used it. I think we've had it for at least 3 weeks now, and I still have some left. Like, it goes with so many things. So I put the bacon crumbles in here. I did add a little Redmond's real salt and some seasoning in here just to, kind of flavor it, because this is just a plain goat cheese. But also you get a flavored goat cheese. Like when Lynette was here, we used the garlic and herb. So all you're going to do, I'm going to cut it in half lengthwise. And then what I do is I just go through here and then I cut this way to kind of make my sections for each of the balls. And this should get us 10 balls. So you have a little thing and you're thinking, oh, that looks too small. That's a small ball, Shelly. What are you going to do with such a tiny ball? Well, that's okay, y'all. We don't need big balls around here. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to roll it. So you got a little ball there, and then you just kind of roll the ball in the mixture here.
Can they even see what you're doing because of this?
Oh, probably not. Now they will. And then you just kind of squeeze that in there, make sure it's nice and set. And then we're going to make another ball. Balls are so much fun to make, aren't they?
Well, while you're playing with your balls, should I go turn on the oven?
I mean, or you could do it whenever we get up, to put the balls. So I like to do these ahead of time so that then we'll set them in the fridge so that they kind of set up. So that's why we're doing these first.
Just watching you play with your balls.
I mean, that's what you love to do. And then you just keep rolling them around. And you can add, whatever seasonings you make. I just thought these were such a cute, easy, simple appetizer, right?
And I like the way you measured it out, too.
Oh?
Because it makes it divided up like perfect portions.
I know. That's what I like, too, is, in here, you're going to get nice, pretty much
bite size,
consistent sizes. Yeah, and perfect bite size. So let's see if I can move this too. And so here's 22 Cute Cat again. She goes, "Hi, Shelly Heath and everyone. Shauna, you were missed last week. Good luck to you, Carrie." Right? I know, she was. Okay, and I just keep filling my bowls.
You missed a spot.
Really. And then Carrie said, "Cool, the show is starting." Oh, thanks. Oh, look, Debbie's here. Hey, Debbie.
Howdy, howdy,
I
howdy.
feel like I haven't seen you in a couple weeks. She said, "Howdy, howdy, howdy. How are you doing?" It's like the most wonderful time of year, right, y'all?
Oh my goodness, it felt so good outside. Just walking outside to check the mail. I was just so delighted.
Uh-huh. Well, I want to know who all has already started their Christmas decorations. Who has got that going?
Not it.
No, but you did really well because on Tuesday you took down our Halloween decorations.
Yeah, we were originally planning on taking down the Halloween decorations on this coming Sunday, but it's supposed to be raining all week long. I was like, well, I'm already off, so why don't I go ahead and start working on it right now this Tuesday. And throughout the week, too, every time I did go out and check the mail or do anything like that, I would grab a piece and bring it in.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a little easier too.
You know, there's one item out there that we did
miss.
Yeah, it's like a little spider web that's you hung up really high for me. Remember?
Oh yeah, above the door.
Kind of.
You just leave it. That's fine. Or I can go grab it tomorrow evening. Oh no, it'll be dark tomorrow by the time I get off work. Well, I can catch that on Sunday.
Yeah.
Or just leave it up and then see if the HOA even says anything.
Yeah, because I just love those letters from the HOA.
The love letters, that's what I call them.
So, yeah. So exciting.
And y'all, I asked her on Tuesday, you got stuff on the mouse now.
I know. Well, I'll get it off.
I have to ask you to double check me and make sure I got everything.
I know.
Told me I did.
I know. I looked past it too. We both missed it. How about that?
All right. At least we fell together. One problem with this container, it's a little big for what you're doing. We need to add more to it. You got more room for more balls. Oh,
got a lot of room for some balls. All right. And then Gigi's here. Hey. She said, "Good evening, everyone."
Howdy.
Hey, Gigi, how are you? Yeah, we have had, I think, a pretty busy week, right? How many of y'all had a work holiday today? How many of y'all were off of work?
Not it.
Right? Well, you only get off work 2 days a year other than your regular schedule, right?
But we noticed the other day, though, that I get a 3-day weekend for Christmas.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah. Because I'm always off Sundays and Tuesdays, and then Christmas falls on a Monday, so...
Yeah.
And that's the only time I'm ever actually off. When the stores are closed, I'm off on Thanksgiving and Christmas.
And then I think I have enough here. I can scrape. How many's in there all together? How many we got?
10.
Oh, I think I can make 11.
Nice. Oh.
But yeah.
What do you do with the rest of that?
Well, I got one more here.
Oh, you know what we could do also though?
Huh?
If you do have a little left over. We're fixing to make some cream cheese stuffed jalapenos. You sprinkle that on those too.
Right. Exactly. Okay. There we go. I think, is that pretty clean?
Clean enough.
What? Why do you say it's so sad?
Well, because it means we're out.
What?
I love goat cheese.
All right, we're going to roll this last one. And then what Heath is going to do for our next appetizer, he is going to put these in the refrigerator. So y'all don't let us forget about them. And then he's going to turn the oven to 350. Make sure there's nothing in the oven.
Oh, I thought you already did that.
Well, double check me. Was it trust but verify is what you
Right.
tell me all the time.
Right.
All right, now I can take these gloves off.
Yep. There's a sheet pan.
Oh, see? Oops. Look. Oh, all kinds of stuff on this. Mm.
Oh, whoa.
Ooh, that's a little spicy. I added some spicy seasoning to that, and whoo.
No bueno.
Good thing there's the goat cheese to hopefully even it out, y'all. Because that is spicy. And then we're done. Wasn't that quick and easy? Okay, let me clean the mouse up. Okay. All right. And that's all you have to do for those. I thought that was just such a simple, quick one that, you know, you could put out and people would think that that was just a lot of effort, right? And the next thing we're going to make, if you want to grab the muffin pan. So on this next one, you're going to need egg life.
Yes, sir. I touched some of that, so why not put it on there?
Oh, yeah. So your egg life wraps, get your oven preheated for 350. And this is going to be really cute egg life cups. So, and I feel like this is such a great idea, especially for Thanksgiving and Christmas, because you can, how we're going to show doing it, you could definitely do, or you can make your own variations. But basically, these are going to be little appetizer cups. So what Heath is going to do, that's 3 of them, and he's going to slice it into 4s. So half and then half again. And then I've already put the avocado oil. I sprayed that, or coconut oil, whatever you want. Spray this really well. And then he's going to take each one and put it down in here. And this is going to be like our little decorative cups. And the reason we're putting them in the oven is to kind of crisp them up a little bit so they'll be a little crunchy. And then we're going to fill them. And what we're going to fill it with is some brie. So I got some brie at a pretty good price. It was like $4.70 for a whole roll. We're going to use brie, and then I'm going to make just some sweetened cranberries. So what will happen is I'll put a little chunk of brie in each one, and then I'll put the cranberry sauce on, drizzle it on top. And, well, it's not a sauce. It's just cranberries, sweetened cranberries on top. And then there's your appetizer. And so, but first we want to crisp them up before we add anything. So once he gets all of that added, then he's going to spray them again. And then you could season it like with this, since it's more of a kind of a sweet appetizer. You could just like put a little bit of, you know, sweetener on there, or cinnamon, or you know, some kind of like little sweetener like that if you wanted, or sweetness like a cinnamon to me is a little sweet. Or you could just leave them plain, which is what we do.
Show me. I feel like I want to make a mess. Yep, you got it on me.
Yeah. It does kind of go everywhere.
You know what the best thing to do though?
Huh?
Do that over the sink.
Yeah. But that's okay. Here, some of them got a little too
wet.
Yeah, a little too wet there. But yeah, I'm done with that. So I'll just fix that. There we go. And then we got, just trying to get these little edges here. There we go. And then, yeah, those then will be perfect to go in the oven. And we're going to put them in for about 8 minutes. Good thing I still got a napkin. And then when he comes back, He's going to move the skillet closer to me so I could start on the cranberry. And then while the oven's not even to temp. Okay, that's fine. Just do it for 8 minutes.
Well, wait, it's only at 150.
Yeah, okay.
That's why I wanted to start it earlier, remember?
I know.
We'll do it on Shelly time.
Oh, and then do you mind moving the skillet so I can, or at least turn the burner and hand me the one on? Like if you want to not have that on camera yet, what do you want to do?
Trying to do like you asked, but then you got in there and started grabbing everything.
Well, I'm just trying to help because you seem like you didn't know.
Well, because I wanted to do all this first.
I know, but we just need this on. Are you still going to have room?
Well, actually, you know what? I stole that at my feet. I was going to cut these on the plate, but that makes more sense. I already have a cutting board here, though.
Okay. Oh. Are you able to hand me that sweetener container? So, for the cranberry mixture, I'm going to turn that on. And I got this bag of cranberries at Aldi for 99 cents, and it's the ocean spray. I'm just going to use about half of what was left. So I did about a third for each one. Whoops. And then, yeah.
Fridge or freezer?
Fridge. Here, you want to do that for me then? And then I will put just a little bit of salt. I feel like salt just helps even that out. And then this is just our sweetener blend. So it's about 1/4 cup of sweetener. And that's probably roughly half a cup of cranberries. Maybe a third, a nice 1/3 cup. So then I'm just going to put that sweetener over there. Oops. And yes, that is the bacon. All right. And then here is the brie I was telling y'all about. So I got this for $4.70 at Kroger. I checked brie prices with Aldi didn't have any brie, at least when I checked it. HEB did, but HEB, even for the same brand, same size, was at least $1 more. So when we got this for $4.70 at Kroger, that I grabbed it, and basically when I made it the other day, it only used not even a full half of the container, and that was for 12 of those cups. So this will really make, a great appetizer to then share like at a party. And so what Heath is starting on now is we got these baby Bellas.
That's why I wanted the plate.
Oh.
So I can carry it over there once I make them.
Well, the plate's just on the other side.
Right. That's scary. We'll do that next. Let me see. Hot.
So I see Witch Please is here. Renee said, Happy Friday, Horde. First day this week. I've left work before dark. Wow. House was supposed to close Monday. Today's holiday delayed, so I'm hoping Tuesday maybe. I sure hope so. Oh my gosh, Renee, let's really hope. Well, and one thing I do want to say, I'm going to put something in the chat. Y'all, this is our short. I'm trying to test something. I'm trying to test a theory because somebody I was listening to on YouTube, they threw this out here and I was like, okay, I'm going to try it, right? We don't do a lot of shorts. So they were speculating on Friday, if you have a short released, then there's a chance that it can really like blow up, right? So what they said, the key was on Friday, you have to share the short, like share it wherever you can share it to try to get it. So I'm testing. So if y'all don't mind, if you can follow the link to watch the short, like on another tab, and then share everywhere you can. And I just want to see if that happens. Because I'd like to see if that is true, then I mean, maybe we would put out a short every Friday if that actually is possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I think it's a cool clip because if you didn't watch the Warden Report this week, I mean, what is your life? But it showed our Penelope that's in our backyard. And Rita's here. Hey, Rita, good evening. Toy TQ Cat said, Shelly, that doll head in your tree is giving me nightmares. Aww. No, not really. But that's so creepy and weird. Only at your house would this happen. Laugh out loud. I am saying, that's how I was just like, really? How did that happen? Like, how did I never even notice is the bigger question. Like, I have lived here essentially my whole life, but I've technically owned the house for 20 years now, and I've never noticed that before. Like, I guess I'm just oblivious, or I don't spend a lot of time out in the yard.
Nope. No
but I thought that was really cool.
We live in Texas and it's hot. Top or
let's
bottom?
see. The middle. Carrie said, oh no, the warden is the doctor tonight, right? So as the cranberries start heating up, cranberries have a lot of moisture, so they will start bursting, and that's going to make their own juice. So that's why it might seem like a lot of sweetener. Plus, this sweetener isn't all that sweet. It's like a blend. These every once in a while. Right now, they kind of look like sugared cranberries, if you can see that. But as they start to burst and release, then it'll start making a really nice juice and kind of congeal. Jennifer Lucas. Hey, Jennifer.
Howdy.
She said, good evening, beautiful people. Well, good evening, beautiful Jennifer. Oh, Shauna said she didn't know her sound was off and missed the start. Oh, that sucks.
I'm sorry.
And then just Jason Keto and more. Hey, Jason
brother.
said, hey. If y'all didn't know, if you know Defense Wiz.
Oh, yeah.
Oops.
Oh, what are you doing? Be careful.
Defense Wiz was on an interview with Jason that he put out yesterday. So y'all gotta go check that out and get to hear Defense Wiz Paul, his story, and him sharing all about that. It was
very
a really,
interesting.
Very great talk, especially, if you're a type 1 diabetic. A lot of great information. So go watch that later so you can kind of actually see, who's this Defense Wiz.
And also, I wanted to brag on her again about her deal she found. We're using this tonight, too. Look how much she paid for this whole container.
Actually, I paid less than that because Kroger had a whole bunch of coupons.
Uh-huh.
I got 2 of the packages they had that were on sale. One, I only paid 44 cents for, and the other, I paid 94 cents.
So if you're wondering, too, you just saw me clean out those jalapenos. I saved all the innards, and then I'm going to take all the stems from these mushrooms. I'm going to saute all of this probably Sunday morning and put it in my scrambled eggs.
And see, they're already popping and releasing their juice, y'all. And then all that juice, you kind of see like the syrup that's forming. I don't know. Doesn't want to work for me. I'm just going to put it right here.
Fine.
Is that
or
okay?
Or put it on the little bowl.
Yeah. Renee said this weekend will be a massive Pat Fest.
Yes.
Oh, I bet.
That's awesome.
And Debbie said, ooh, I love appetizers.
That we've told. I don't know if y'all heard us talking about it before, but there'll be something. At least it used to be in the back in the day when we go out to eat. We would not order entrees at all. We just order nothing but appetizers and eat that all. That was our meal.
Yeah, we would just make a meal out of appetizers, which, I mean, sometimes that can still be the case because, like, if they have wings on an appetizer, and mushrooms and deviled eggs.
Yeah.
We've even right, in a few places here they'll have like pork belly on their appetizers.
Right.
And sometimes that's cheaper and just as good and filling as ordering an entree.
I think it's awesome too because then you get more options and you get to try more stuff too, especially if it's a new restaurant. Yeah.
I know. All right. Oh, I see Rickwood's here. Hey, Joe. She said, hi, Horde. Happy Friday night feast. Hey, Joe. How are you doing? And then Renee said, FYI, don't anyone send me anything till after I've moved and update my address, hoping to be out on the 18th.
And until she also adds her wish list.
Yeah, I haven't seen that posted yet.
Because if she doesn't do it soon, we're going to have to do it for her. We keep telling her, but one day she'll listen.
What?
Exactly. She's just like her cousin.
I did that for you, Renee. Ooh. Now, see, this is looking...
mighty fine.
Yeah. That's perfect to me. Nice. And... let me take... yeah, that's really good.
If I do this.
That's really good. I'm just gonna rub some on the jalapeno here.
Right on.
A little sweet to the heat.
I'm gonna go stick this in the fridge and get rid of this.
And then the other appetizer we're gonna make after he finishes stuffing the mushrooms and the jalapenos with just cream cheese is we're going to do some barbecue shrimp, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
So I made a barbecue seasoning.
You see that?
And
I'm gonna show it off.
It's really good.
She just whipped this up this afternoon. I'm excited about this. I see that'd be really good on chicken too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here everybody's joining in the ball making.
It's like we're channeling our inner Rachel.
Right?
Even though she's not here.
At least I don't think so.
If she is, she hasn't told us.
Oh, she says she can't do a wish list yet.
Why?
Because it'll be sent to the wrong address or late, and I'm waiting till I moved in.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense.
Excuses.
Well, you don't want to get in the, before you move and end up with a whole bunch of extra stuff that you then have to move again.
Yeah, that's true. That makes sense.
Thank you, Renee. Thank you for letting us know. And
she's like,
I was actually going to mail something out on Monday since tomorrow's a
holiday.
Postal holiday. I was going to mail something, but now you told me not to, then I'm just wait.
Slow down.
And just Jason said, balls. Carrie said, now we need Rachel for 2 crazy ketos. I know. And 22 Q Cat said, balls, balls, balls. That's so awesome.
Now, if it wasn't monetized, we could do it. We would get dinged for doing it. I want to play AC/DC's Big Balls.
Oh my. Sabrina's here. Hey, Sabrina. She said, hey, all, it's been a while. Got our confirmation for the 25 low-carb cruise, nice. Alaska cruise to celebrate our 25th wedding anniversary.
That's awesome.
How exciting.
Congrats.
Sabrina, you're going to have so much fun. That's so awesome. I'm so happy for all of you that are going on that. I know several people have already signed up, put their deposits down, and just getting all ready for it. Y'all are going to have, you're going to have so much fun. All right. Ooh.
What?
Ooh. That is hot. I was just going to smear this on the jalapeno, but it's hot. It's hot. Oh, I know. Oh, yeah, here's this. Don't forget that. Oh, Mama Bear Lynette said, here I am. Sorry I'm late to the party, but I definitely enjoyed these wonderful appetizers last Sunday. Super yummy. I'm so excited. And Brenda F is here. Hey, Brenda. She said, good evening, family. How are you? And Witch Please said, yes, I just don't want anything in the mail as my landlord is being a jerk.
Well, that too, like you said, also that's one less thing she has to move then.
Right. Oh, is he trying? Oh, you're going to have to fill me in on all his jerkiness.
We're going to call you when this is over.
Oh, I didn't know we were. But okay.
Yeah, you did. I just told you.
Debbie said, tiny balls aren't good. Big balls are best. Ooh. I mean, big balls are good if you can handle it. My mouth is too small for a big old ball. Shauna said, ball count approximately 35. That's right. Awesome. She goes, so far 36. Oops, 37, 38. Okay, let's see. How are the crisp?
A little longer.
Yeah, do a couple more minutes.
Do 3.
They're starting to get crispy around the edges, but I want the bottom part to be crispy too. Mom Bear Lynette said, look at Heath just shake his head in disbelief. So funny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. And Rita laughed and said, balls, Rachel's going to be in heaven. I know. I wonder if right now Rachel is like, I feel like somebody's talking about me. There's a disturbance. I feel like I'm missing out on some balls. Renee said, oops, where'd it go? You can fit more in your mouth when they're smaller. I mean, truly, you definitely can.
Now it's a party.
Caden's here. Hey, Caden said, hi, everyone. Hi, Shelly and Heath. Just getting here. Had to clean my kitchen so that I could watch the Friday night feast. Right? Got to have everything cleaned up and ready. That's awesome. Gigi's here said, ha, ha, ha. Heath is so over you saying balls. And look, just because of that, y'all let me say balls a lot more time. Debbie said, it's that good Shelly is playing with the balls and not Heath, as it should be. Wink,
Amen.
wink.
Amen. It is after dark.
Island Bunny. Hey, Zenobia. She's going to go on the cruise too, y'all. The Alaska cruise, she'll be there, right? Yeah, you said you put your deposit. She goes, half a day. It's Veterans Day here. Happy Veterans Day to all veterans and families who supported them. Thank you for your service. And I definitely second that. Thank you so much for all of our service members and for serving our country.
Right.
And then there was something I wanted to ask you, Zenobia, because I know you said you're at Guam. Is that part of I think it's Mariner Islands
Google
that are
it.
part of it. Well, I was watching, her name is Beryl, and she does she'll make foods from all over, and a gentleman there made, and tell me, Zenobia, if this is a dish that you've heard of or made. I'm not going to pronounce the dish because I don't know how to say it, but basically what he did, or what you do, Beryl showed the recipe, but you get eggplant and you char the outside of the eggplant, peel that skin off, and then you dice that up really small. You add that to a bowl with some coconut milk. And I feel like there was a couple other things like seasonings and stuff. And then you put that in the fridge to kind of let it marry for a little bit. And then the person said that they love to have it like at barbecues and stuff, or just have as a dip. You go to the beach and have that, and it's just like a refreshing dip, or you can eat it out of a bowl. Have you heard of this? What is it called if you have? And do you eat that as well? But he mentioned that they're part of the U.S. territory. So I thought, well, I wonder if that is plus what also keyed me in is he said half a day when he first introed himself talking about this is what they eat there. He said half a day. And I was like, what? I think what do you think?
I don't know. You tell me. Seriously, I'm kind of busy with the other stuff.
I think that's good. You want to show them what it looks like?
All right.
Oh, okay.
Well, I need 2 hands.
Oh. And then I'm going to turn this
Looks
on.
like cups in a pan.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, perfect. And so next, as soon as he finishes here, then I'm going to start on this. So go ahead, babe. And then what we have for seasoning is, of course, the rest of that other. And then we have
that other one.
We have bagel seasoning.
Everything but the bagel.
Everything but the bagel. But yes, let me know, Zenobia. I was going to message you and I just got there. It was kind of busy. Let's see. Everybody's saying back and forth. Rickwood said, Shelly, didn't hear which flavor of goat cheese you got at Aldi. Have you seen all the holiday flavors? I saw several holiday flavors, but they all had some kind of sugar in it, whether it was honey or molasses. You know there's one more mushroom, right?
No. I missed it.
Yeah, and I needed that knife too.
I'll get another one.
This one right here.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm. And then, so I'll start putting, you wanted everything on the mushrooms, right?
Yeah. That's too much.
Yeah. Ooh. Maybe spread that out a little. Okay.
Oh, you wanted this. My bad. Oops.
Let me do that one. And then, yeah, probably. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Now I'm just going to go toss these on my shoulder.
He's going to toss them, y'all.
So I'm going to go put these in the air fryer.
So now with the brie, I'm just going to start slicing these into kind of bite-sized pieces of brie. And then when he is able, then he'll bring, because my arms aren't long enough for that.
What do you need? The brie, you said?
Well, I've got the brie, but I need that pan in order to put these on there. Do you want to switch? What would be easier?
Yeah, hold on.
Rickman said, Shelly, didn't hear. Oh, yeah. So the goat cheese that I made balls with is just the plain goat cheese. The other flavor I got last week for Lynette, no, was the garlic and herb flavor. But the holiday flavors that I saw, again, were just like a lot of them had some kind of sugar in them, which is always disappointing. But I feel like most of it we could probably do ourselves. Like just get the goat cheese, like the plain, make your cranberries like I just did and mix that in and then reform it and put it right back in the fridge to harden up and you're good to go. Anybody else like brie?
You won't need these gloves anymore.
You might need it for the shrimp.
Okay.
So I'm just putting these little brie bites into each of the cups. And then, ooh, that was a big one. Maybe we'll do half there. And then what Heath has there is the shrimp. And I just need one more. And then we can put this up.
I need one too. Come on. Puff, puff, pass.
Oh. I don't know what that verbiage means.
Oh, yeah, you don't.
Okay. And then look, I still have some of the brie left for something else. Because I'm stingy like that. Just ask Keith.
That's why I get to get up first thing in the morning and eat it before she gets awake.
And so now I'm just going to grab the brie mix. The cranberry mixture, right? Now I start off a little slow and just dollop a little bit on each one. And then Heath is going to start on the shrimp, right?
You already seasoned them?
No,
Oh.
you were going to do it in the bowl, I thought.
Oh, yeah. You want to need, though? A paper plate.
Oh, okay.
Well, because...
I thought you were going to do it in the bowl.
I am. But I was going to, when I take this off, though.
Oh, I see. So just do, like, just a little dollop in each one. And you could change this up. Like, I could have made a pumpkin mixture. That would have gone good. Just, mix some pumpkin with some sweetener and put that on top of the brie. Or you can definitely go savory. Like, I think it would be neat to cook up some chorizo.
Oh.
Like chorizo and maybe a little egg mixed in. And then put that on top of the brie. Or you could change the cheese and do something. Do
we need butter?
I think it'll be greased enough.
Okay.
And then what Heath is going to do for the barbecue shrimp, we're going to use the Supreme Gold, the liquid. And he's going to pour that over the shrimp and then toss that. And then we're going to toss in the seasoning.
I need scissors then too, don't I?
Probably. All right, let me get the last of. And then let's see. I think another one.
We need to turn the pan on.
Yeah, I have it on. You could turn it up a little if you don't think it's hot enough.
Well, the light wasn't on, so I didn't think it was.
Well, I just how it works.
You mean to add this first, you said?
Yes. Kind of drizzle it all over and then kind of mix them. All right, let me go back and a couple of these. I feel like I got a little less on them. But yeah, you could even do like a hamburger type one.
Ooh.
Have little hamburger cups. That would be cute. Taco, that would be adorable. So yeah.
Chopped up the shrimp and put in there.
Yeah, you could do that. Or if you wanted another sweet one, there's all kinds of variations that you could do.
We got that thing of frozen raspberries.
Oh, yeah. Raspberries on top would be great. Or any berry would go really well.
Blueberries, blackberries.
Oh, yeah. And, all right. And I just try to put that over the cheese. Oh, look, that one didn't hardly get any. Let me borrow from this one.
So now I've just added that whole packet of the Sucrin Gold. I'm going to learn how to talk eventually. But now I'm going to add all the seasoning.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm. It's really good, y'all.
These are like Jell-O shot containers.
Right? So there's these, and then it will just go back in the oven for about 4 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, to kind of get that cheese to start melty, not completely melted, but loosen up. Heat the cranberry again so that the cranberry and the brie kind of meld a little bit, and then plus that'll finish crisping up the egg life. So when Heath is done with that, then he'll be able to get up and put those in the oven for me. But that cranberry, y'all, it's been a while since I've had cranberries. They're really good. Yeah, how does that sound? So the barbecue seasoning, y'all. Oh, yeah, that looks awesome.
I wish, well, you know what I could do? I'll lose one hand.
Mm-hmm.
Go there and show them that I can use this hand to put them all in there.
Yeah, but the barbecue seasoning, it was really easy to put together, and it's got this nice kind of smoky barbecue flavor to it.
Can I tell?
Yeah, up a little more. There you go.
All right, and like I said, now I'm just going to use this one gloved hand, add it to the pan. Yeah, you're right. It is a little greased.
Uh-huh. Debbie said, I'm decorating Thanksgiving weekend. Oh, awesome, Debbie.
That's awesome.
That's great. I mean, that's when we used to do it, was after Thanksgiving. Shauna said, I have a Grogu ornament on my cabinet, laugh out loud. That's awesome. I mean, if you've got Grogu, do you need anything else? Huh.
Should I sweep everything into the
Yeah. Just drizzle it all on top of them. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're dripping on the counter.
Of course I am.
And then when you can, just pop them in the oven for 4. Ooh, let's do 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. It's bothering me.
Yeah.
Turn me off a piece.
Or here, would that work? Because that one's already one I've been using for cleaning up. Awesome. And the Rita said, I haven't done it yet, but my daughter has started on our place. That's awesome. How fun. Debbie said, but I'm already wearing my Grinch pajamas and watching Christmas movies. That is so awesome.
Right.
That sounds so adorable. The Grinch pajamas. That's so cute. Brenda said, I'm starting making my quilted Christmas cards. Wow.
5 minutes?
Yeah, that sounds fun. I'd love to see those. I hope you share them in our group if you feel like it. Jason said, I will put up our lights on Sunday. Always wait until after November 11th. Oh, that's awesome. What? Oh, where's the tongs if I need to flip these? Thank you, sir. Oh, that's good. That's a good place to do that. Sabrina said, oh no, Mark had surgery today, so he's sleeping off the anesthesia while I live streamed the evening away. I hope he's okay. I hope that it sounds like the surgery went well. I hope it wasn't anything invasive. We send him good wishes and heal quickly. Shauna said, and I have my giant snowflake I made out of 14 plastic kid hangers and zip ties with lights, but it stays up. That's so awesome, Shauna. Okay, I'm just going to check these and turn them over because this is that Argentine shrimp, and they typically don't take as long to cook. Ooh, it smells good. Sure, I'm getting all of them. Ooh, that smells really good. In this barbecue seasoning, I also add a little bit of ancho chili. And oh my gosh, it's really good. Oops. Give that a couple more minutes there. And then Shauna said, I have 64 Christmas cards made, need about twice as many. Oh, wow, Shauna, that is incredible. Okay. StreamYard, you're doing it again. Come on. Post. Like it doesn't want to click. All right. How's it showing up? All right. That shows up. It looks like pretty normal on your all side. Oops. Sabrina said, I don't decorate till the day after Thanksgiving. Well, there you go. I mean, again, that's what I always grew up. Like, you didn't do anything until after Thanksgiving. But I have seen a lot of people who November 1st hit and they have their Christmas tree up. I was like, wow.
You gotta do just like the shopping centers do.
Right? Jennifer said, I've got a couple of Christmas decorations that don't come. Oh, okay. That probably don't come down. Well, that's nice. I mean, to me, if you find a decoration you like, it shouldn't be limited to only a certain time of the year if you really love it. I just flipped all of them, so I don't know. I would give it like one more minute at least. Debbie said, I'm self-employed, which means I'm literally never off work and never get paid if I do take time off. Right, Debbie? Like self-employed, because Heath has done that before. And it's like, it's kind of feast or famine. Like, yeah, you have to work. Like Lynette, Mama Bear Lynette, she's self-employed. Like, you don't get those typical holidays because you're like, oh, I want to eat this week, so I better work.
right.
Or like I know for some people, it's sometimes those holidays are their busiest time, so they don't get to have it off. And let's see. Come on, click, StreamYard. Mom Bear Lynette said, I couldn't find my ear pods all day until I opened up the washing machine, and there they were. Oh. Any chance they're still usable? I have no idea. I would say just try it and see what happens. Oh, that sucks.
Hopefully you get the warranty on them.
Shauna said, we don't... Oh, hey, come on, show it. We don't get holidays off in my kind of work, but now we get paid time and a half for the hours we do work. Well, that's really good. At least you get some type of, pay over it. Yeah, I know when you're in healthcare, that's right. You never get those days off. Okay, just gonna swish these about so they get coated, but I feel like
this is all dirty now, right?
Yes.
Because I want to clear some of this off.
I think those are pretty much done. I'm just going to keep them here until everything else is done. I turned the burner off, and this is dirty too.
Okay, hold on. One thing at a time.
Carrie said, goat cheese is so bad. Let's see.
Shoot.
Oh, Rickman was asking Mama Bear Lynette a question about caretakers for Jesse. Oh, I see. Oh, they're suggesting she put those in a thing of rice.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay.
Do you like those, or are they done?
Let's see. Well, how much longer on everything else? Let's do that. Oh, then they're done. Okay. Turn the oven off. They're done enough. Whoops. Sorry, y'all. It is going like really slow here.
Dang it. I don't know what's going on. My nose is going crazy.
Oh, my. Carrie said Shelly and Heath will have to watch out that there is not a debris everywhere, right? Oh, Brenda said I ordered hubby the Grape Chalk Zero Jam. He loves me. Wow, that's awesome, Brenda. Let's see. It won't let me click. Okay, there it goes. I don't know why it's doing this. Oh, Carrie Stissel just popped in to say howdy, y'all.
Howdy.
Hey, Carrie, if you're still here.
Right?
Yeah. That is the owner of HotLine Pepper Products.
Oh, we're going to need that.
Yeah, the plates and
the knife. Because we're going to cut that avocado.
Oh, yeah. Okay. This bothered me, y'all. Come on. I don't know why live stream keeps doing this. Mama Bear Lynette said, I've never considered putting sweetener on the People's Choice jerky. I'm sorry it wasn't good. I'm wondering if there's something else we could add to it that would maybe jazz it up a little.
I need those, or I'll get another pair.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just trying to. I'm going to pull these off so that they don't overcook.
All right. Here, try me plate. Oh, you got it. Okay, that's fine. Well, that's good because I think these need to go back in just for a little bit.
Oh.
Well, hear me out. While they're cooking, I'll clear the hot plate and that, and then I'll come back and get those.
What happened to or do you have a knife or fork?
Yes. And right there, your knife and fork right there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm just trying to get all the little barbecue.
Or you want a spoon?
Yeah, a spoon would work really well.
No, I don't have a spoon. Here's a fork.
Oh, well, I've got a fork. All right, I'm just going to get all of this up.
That's close enough.
But if you want to unplug it.
That's what I'm fixing to do.
Oh, okay.
But I wanted all that.
Oh, well, you'll still have all that. Okay, is that good?
It's going to have to be now.
Oh, it is?
I got overruled again.
Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay. And then here's these. And some salt. Okay. And then Shauna said, well, come on, click. That reminds me, I'm almost ready for more garlicky gringo, right? It's so good. Oh, there's where I shared our short. Oh, thank you so much. Brenda said she shared it. Thank you, Brenda. Sorry, y'all. All right. So there's these, and you kind of see the brie melted slightly. You know, that's why I like brie, because it doesn't melt too, like it doesn't go everywhere like a cheddar does. Oh, these are going to be so good. That's good. Oh, and then we got to get our balls. Thank you, Brenda. And then Shauna said, laugh out loud. Of course it was creepy. I mean, happy doll head, right? Don't want to make Penelope mad. And then Mama Bear Lynette said, I got to see Penelope in person at their house. It did not freak me out at all, but I do think it's the full doll stuck in the tree, not just the head. Isn't that amazing? Like, I didn't even think of that. And when Mom Bear Lynette, she's like, you know, it might actually be the whole doll. I was like, what? The whole doll is in there? Like, wouldn't that be crazy, y'all? But of course, you know, the only way you'll find out is if you have to pull it down. Ooh, those look good.
Oh.
Wow. Zoom tight.
Well, what's that all about?
I don't know.
That's a noise, but that's about.
So now we're going to spread these out. Don't forget our balls.
All right, I have it, but I have to also.
Okay. Putting his plate here for 5. Woo. And then mushroom or jalapeno. Jalapeno. Grab some of the shrimp here.
What is going on in this kitchen?
I don't know, but you really got the
sneezes.
Okay, and some shrimp. And then, wow, that was a tiny seed. There's the balls. It's balls, y'all. What about? Okay. Where's your avocado? My avocado. And of course, Redmond's, right? And do you want me to already separate, or we're just going to eat off of those pans?
I'm fine eating out of it.
Okay. there's our appetizers. And look, that really didn't take long to put together. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 appetizers. And it did not take that long to complete that. I hope y'all enjoy and try some of these appetizers. I'm going to try a ball first. Brenda said, oh, yes, please. Oh, Brenda said she showed her husband the doll, and he thought it was fascinating.
Oh, yeah, we got this too.
Oh, yeah.
I made this dip. It's kefir cheese and some of my barbecue sauce for the shrimp.
That's so good. The water. But, oh, that's so cool. He thought it was fascinating. I think it's really neat, right?
You need to go outside, huh, baby?
Shauna said, and now it's filed under can never unsee, right?
And just think, Shauna, you've already stayed the night here with Penelope. She was watching over you all night. How does that make you feel?
Debbie said Penelope was creepy for sure, right? Okay, Jason said, my only tip for shorts is to make them as short as possible. If you get it 100% viewed in the first 100, 200 views, they will put it in the shorts feed for a while. Oh, okay. Right. Well, hopefully, right? Okay. You got to try a ball first. And I did add one of the flat iron pepper spices. So you might get a little ting there.
Nice.
Brenda said, I'm having trouble finding egg wraps. Does Aldi have them?
Occasionally.
Occasionally they will. You have to ask. When I've seen it at Aldi, it's like they put it on the very top. But that reminds me, Brenda, I found an app, y'all, called Flip with 2 P's. F-L-I-P-P. This app is so cool. I heard from it from one of my frugal channels. You put in your area code, and it will show you all of the stores in your area and show all of their weekly ads. So you can actually look at, like on mine, I was able to look at Kroger, Randall's, H-E-B, Mi Tienda, Fiesta, Aldi, Sprouts, like everything within, 30, 40 miles. And I could look at all of their sales ad in one place. And then they have a search feature where you can search. So you can put in like A-Life, or like I did Heath, I put Rockstar, and it shows you all of the close places to you and what their prices are for that product. So like I found Rockstar at Fiesta. They have 4 packs for $2.99. So the only thing is the closest Fiesta is about a 20-minute drive, 20 to 30-minute drive to get to Fiesta.
That's how far it is to get to Sam's or Costco.
Right.
But it also is the opposite direction.
Yes. So here's the little egg cup.
They're way good, y'all. I'm already full. What's up with that?
Oh, no, that ain't true. Oh, really good. All right, have you tried the shrimp yet?
Yeah, that's way good too. You want some of this too?
I don't think you've tried the shrimp, did you?
No, I just remember putting one in my mouth, but I haven't tried it.
Well, because I thought I counted 5 for you and 4 for me. I didn't know I gave you 6.
Yeah, that's why take one then. When it's even. Give me your fork so I can get you one.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So I did this.
Oh. Ooh. Yeah, that's something, y'all.
Right? That seasoning is really good.
It's like smoky, a little bit of sweet, and then kind of has like a little bit of a heat to it, but not really.
No.
Not like it's kind of like a shot of heat level.
All right.
What's your favorite thing?
I don't know. They're all so good.
Right? And something like this would be really cute to have like on a holiday party. And everybody have their little plate, just kind of get one of each item, and it would be a wonderful night. The only thing different we did with Lynette, well, besides the shrimp, we did the sausage stuffed mushrooms, and that would really take it up a notch. Jason said Paul was a great interview. He really was. Carrie said mushrooms can hang out at the club since they are fun guys, right?
Right.
Okay. I don't know why this doesn't want to work. It doesn't last couple of weeks, y'all. I don't know what's going on with that. Judy said, I loved your short of the doll. So cool and creepy. Thank you. Thanks, babe. And then I see Radical Geek. Matreya is here. Hey, Matreya. Sorry we missed your live at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Right. I caught the tail end of it, but I was getting all my stuff done, so I wasn't able to comment. I'm sorry.
But no, that's fine. She even was like, I know it's early. I watched it later on, because I, of course, wasn't awake when she went live.
You want to bet? Have barbecue season and stuff? We go on scallops too.
Oh yeah. Okay, come on.
What do you got?
22 QCat. She said, Shelly, your grocery haul was perfect this week. $75 exactly.
Go again.
Go ahead and show up because I'd never be able to do it down to the penny like that. Girl, I don't even know how I did it. But I had to double check my math and re-add all of the 3 tickets. I was like, holy heck, I did it. $75.00. I was astonished. But y'all will have to tune in for next week's grocery haul because I went to Kroger today. I found some really good deals. So if you have a Kroger near you, let me tell you some of the things that they're having. So one, Nolan Ryan, that's like exclusive to them, but their roast beef is, you have to do, now this is a digital coupon for Nolan beef. Zoom tight. $3.97 a pound, y'all. $3.97 for a boneless chuck roast. And then they also have wild caught salmon fillets. It's 1.25 pounds, and they are put into portions. Again, digital coupon for $5.99. Like, that is so cheap for wild salmon. And then Angel Soft toilet paper, $4.99 for the 8-pack mega rolls. Like, do you got something in your nose, I guess?
Honestly.
And then their 3-pound thick cut bacon, again with the digital coupon, $3.99 a pound, so it's $11.97 for a 3-pound pack. And then I'm trying to think what else I got. I got a couple things on clearance. Oh, and then their turkeys. Their turkeys are either 49 cents. Oh, are they outside?
She is.
Oh, shoot. 49 cents a pound if you spend at least $25, which if you're getting that other stuff, you're covered. Or if you're an overachiever and you spend $125, the turkey's free. So definitely go do that. Most of those items are only good through Tuesday. So if you can hit Kroger this weekend, please do so. Okay. Come on. Show.
Oh, wow. What that was about.
Mm-hmm. Sean, Sean has said, I want to do read from here. I want to do a Turkey Day or Thanksgiving Day dish of cranberries and apple, aka coyote squash roasted. Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Knock it out.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. Come on.
This is so good.
Oh, yeah. I love all of this, isn't it? That shrimp, though. Barbecue shrimp. Oh, my God. It's really good. I'm loving the barbecue.
I'm glad we got another bag.
Uh-huh.
Again.
And these little balls, I mean, you know I love balls, but these balls are so good. Mm.
Really good.
Right, what do I go to next?
Close your eyes and just reach your hand out. Whatever you grab is what you're going to have to put in your mouth.
Don't tempt me like that. Shauna said, plus after she moves, she'll have a better idea of what she needs.
That's true, too.
That's true. You know, we're just razzing you.
Well, that and we want her to do the wish list. That way she doesn't get a bunch of mixed match stuff.
Right. Well, then she'll know once she's got everything moved in. Oh, I really like this picture or that picture.
Uh-huh. I need this, this, and this.
Mm-hmm. Put that down in there.
Oh, man.
Right? This is very filling, like I can tell.
Cheese.
Right? Probably. And then I'm home. Aw, of course, Radical Geek. She said, thank you for being amazing and so cheerful. I don't know about the amazing part, but I try to be cheerful. Sorry, it's going so wonky. I don't know why it doesn't want to show everything. Oops. Well, I'm just like butchering this avocado here.
You want a spoon? It makes it a lot easier.
No, it's just in one part. It's like not exactly done. Oh yeah, you do.
What?
The trash can. Alpino tried to steal my avocado, y'all. So, let's see here. And Lynette said, I texted Rachel earlier this evening. They are still prepared for tomorrow's 11 on 11. Yeah, that's right. Don't forget to tune into that, y'all. Heath has to work tomorrow.
Yep.
Ooh.
Well, I'm scheduled to. They did put out the thing saying if anybody wanted to, they could take off tomorrow. But I'm going to need the money.
Yeah, because you already took off a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
Come on.
Well, I could use my sick time now that I have it. This is not I wouldn't lose any money. Then we can hang out. But man.
No, because first thing I gotta do in the morning is take Delilah.
That's true.
Oh. So Shauna said, Well, this time change has certainly moved Friday Night Feast after dark up a few hours, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because normally when I feed the dogs in the morning, I use the flashlight to get her bowl and put it back out in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
But those last couple of mornings I haven't had to because it gets bright out.
Yeah, because it's lighter earlier in the morning. Well, and I'm finding I'm waking up earlier.
Yep.
And which sucks because y'all know I like my sleep. But I wake up and I think, oh, it's got to be later. And I'm like, oh, it's only 6? Like, why am I up? Carrie said, you're welcome, Shelly. Joe and Rachel are doing the 11/11 tomorrow for the veterans. I sent in my pictures in the morning. I'll be doing our food distribution at the church. That's awesome, Carrie. And then Mama Bear Lynette said, I won't be able to make it till 8 tonight. I have my son with me, and he's definitely struggling with the time change. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, sometimes they don't always understand that, the times have changed, right? He will need to go to bed within the next 15 minutes, fading fast. Well, good night, Lynette. Thank you so much for watching. I think you've already left because I'm really behind.
One more of these.
Yeah. Lynette said the stuffed mushrooms were my absolute favorite of the appetizers you served Sunday, although I really enjoyed all of them.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, those I could tell because she actually made it in the big mushrooms later on. That's so good. You're almost done.
Oh no.
What?
Skip full.
Oh, strange. Hey, Lisa. She said, hello. Glad I didn't miss the eating.
Who?
Right? Oh, strange.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's right. Y'all, next Friday, Lynette has her surgery. So make sure y'all go to her page, wish her good well, make sure, pray for her, send her good vibes. Whatever you do, send that to Lynette. It's a major surgery, so please keep her in your thoughts next Friday and make sure, we all do that for Lynette. So I know it's going to be a pretty big thing for her. So send her, well wishes so that when she gets out of the surgery, when she feels like it, then she'll have all those messages on Facebook. And she said, I won't be able to participate next Friday because that's the day of my surgery. I think it's going to be early in the morning. If you're a praying person, I can use a few of those. Definitely. And then she said, I'm thankful that Shelly and Heath will visit me in the hospital on Sunday. I mean, we have to. She's right here.
Right. Oh, man.
You're calling it quits?
Well, there's 3 of them left.
Yeah.
Like 1 or 2 of them.
You already ate 6 of yours.
Okay. Never mind then.
But you can have one more.
And this is yours too.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, man. Something's
got
really
you going.
Hot, but it's hanging with me.
And then she said, hopefully they'll bring me some meat. Maybe even Heath smoked brisket if I'm lucky. That's so awesome.
When do I got to do that?
Well, we have to bring it to her on Sunday.
This Sunday?
No, the next Sunday.
Okay. Shouldn't say it. Wait, what?
Yeah, her surgery is a week from today.
Okay.
Come on. Shauna said, yeah, we'll get a phone tree for the doctor, right? Sorry, y'all. It's like scratching my throat. Jalapeno. My bear Lynette said, I'm going to leave my phone with my neighbor who's going to stay at the hospital during the surgical procedure. I'll have her text Shelly and Heath when I'm out of surgery. Thank you so much for that. Shauna wanted to know what you were squeezing in the bowl.
Oh. It's Sucre and Gold. It's like their version of like a sugar, right?
Yeah, it's the liquid syrup or brown swerve. And Shauna said 9 p.m.
Uh-huh.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's just, I don't know if it's because I get so far behind or what.
Probably.
Shauna said 9 p.m. tonight, off at 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Wow.
Oof. That's a long one.
I don't know what it was. Something you put in there is not sitting well with me. Like the seasoning is just dancing on my tongue still.
Oh, for the goat cheese?
One of them. I don't know.
Yeah, the goat cheese is the one I put the flat iron seasoning.
Maybe that's what it was. I don't know.
And it's the ghost pepper seasoning. But I was like, well, with the goat cheese and all, it's just a little, right?
Right. I don't know. Maybe that's what I'm sneezing about too. I don't know.
Huh.
Well, actually, it wasn't until we added all that seasoning to the shrimp that I started doing that.
Shauna said, at some point, I'll have to go mobile to throw my coated chicken thighs in the air fryer for dinner. Ooh.
That sounds good. Oof. Man, I'm full.
Mm-hmm.
And that was all just from appetizers.
Mm-hmm. When Irahu, she goes, on second thought, maybe it would be really funny for me to join y'all next Friday. We get the double whammy of me being strung out on painkillers and using my voice to text, which always screws up.
I was going to say, make it even funnier. She can get on camera.
Yeah, we just invite you to the live.
Yeah.
Lisa said, I love cranberries. I'll have to rewatch this live to get the recipe. Lisa, it was so simple. All I did for the cranberries is I put in a third of the bag. So I had the Ocean Spray cranberries. I got it for 99 cents at Aldi. I just took a third of that bag, put it in. I put a little bit of salt, like maybe a teaspoon of salt. And then I did about a fourth of a cup of sweetener. So I just did, I think it's a sweetener we got probably 4 years ago when we first started keto. And so it's some type of erythritol buck fruit blend.
It's one we use for the bacon, right?
Yeah. So we just put a fourth of a cup and then let that just kind of on a medium low heat until the cranberries start to burst. And you just keep stirring it. And then when they burst and release their juices, then that basically makes the sugars then start to melt, and you keep stirring it. And then it kind of gives it a real thick consistency.
Wow.
You can have one more of these.
No, I'm done.
Oh, okay.
That was a lot of dang food.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. But it was good, I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And it actually came together pretty quick and easy.
Mm-hmm. Shauna said, I'm going to make some Ketochow waffles to go with my chicken. Yes.
Oh, good idea.
That sounds really good.
Pecan sticky bun.
Ooh, yeah. Pecan sticky bun waffles.
With that chicken, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I was telling, I don't know if you saw it, Heath. I was talking to Shauna earlier. And I said, with those chicken wings, we should fry them and do like a hot chicken wing. And then make the biscuits, but do our biscuits that we release, but do with Shauna's method where we make the biscuits sweet.
Yeah.
And then we have like
sweet heat.
Yeah, and then it'll be like those chicken and a biscuit. Wouldn't that be good?
Let's do that.
Mom Bear Lynette said, Shelly, what about using the egg knife wrapped shells and filling them with a little square of cream cheese topped with a little fresh raspberry, or maybe even creating a raspberry fluff? Oh, I think that would be an awesome idea. Again,
Yes.
cream cheese, brie, whatever you enjoy using, and yeah, mix it up, make it sweet, make it savory.
Mascarpone.
Ooh, mascarpone. But usually I'm trying to think about heating that up, or yeah, make it like a fluff, like mascarpone and cream cheese, whip that together and put a little bit of whipped and then like a raspberry on top of each.
Oh.
Mm. Mm-hmm. That's so good. Lisa said, we still have Halloween up. I might put it away the week of Thanksgiving.
Nice.
Both boys can put it away for me. We have busy weekend up until then, right? Like, you'll get to it when you get to it, right?
Yeah.
If you end up having to put some red and green
Accuments or whatever.
right, then so be it. Oh, Sherry's here. Hey, Sherry. She said, enjoying the appetizers. Hubby and I will, well, come on. We'll be riding in the 104th annual Veterans Day Parade. Wow, that is so cool.
That is.
It's in Leavenworth, Kansas. Crisp riding temp of 38 degrees.
Wow.
I enjoy being part of the festivities. Well, that sounds awesome, Sherry. Oh, and see, Lisa concurred. Put the ear pods in rice. I've got my phones and gaming system wet. Put them in a bag of rice, and they've worked with no issues.
But all these keto folks, we're not supposed to have rice.
Well, like they said, though, but for that, just go to
this dollar store.
A dollar store or, anywhere. Like this time of year, you might even get them on a deal.
Or a freebie. You buy this, you get the rice free.
Right. Oh, Uncle Big Guy. Hey, welcome back. Oh, Radical Geek said she got the Keto Krack'd, so she might do another random live in the morning, y'all.
Oh, boy.
So make sure you have your notifications set. I probably still won't be up. Right. Even though I have to get up early to take Delilah to get her heartworm shot. I doubt I'll be up as early as when you go live.
That's why we usually miss Keto Simple's lives on Sunday with his coffee. No.
Where do you want it?
Right here, because I don't want to get the dirty.
Oh.
We'll give this to the dogs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you. Matreya said, looks so tasty. Thank you for that. And Shauna said, oh, poor Heath. Laugh out loud.
What do I do now?
Well, it would have been 30 minutes ago. And then she said, sure does look yummy. Thank you.
Really good. Really good.
And just like that, we ate it too. Come on, click, StreamYard. And she said, sure does look yummy. And Elisa said, oh my God, the entire doll? I mean, it's quite the possibility. Like Mama Bear Lynette was saying, the way the tree kind of bulges out right there, like where the body of it would have been.
She's not supposed to have a bulge. I'm just saying.
So it's possible the tree just kind of grew around it. Isn't that something? And then Mama Bear Lynette said, okay, that's it for me. 7:30 is the new 8:30. It's time for Jessie Bear and Lynette to hit the hay. Good night. I hope you had a great one. She goes, have a great evening. Peace out.
Oh, show. Oh, wow. Y'all, I'm really, really full.
Yeah.
And I remember, too, I told you I was also thinking about having some summer sausage, too, but I'm glad I skipped that.
Yeah.
I didn't need it.
And 22Q Cat said, that's my kind of meal.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome. I mean, it is fun, right? Because you get several different things. So you kind of go in between and nothing is monotonous. Like sometimes, like last night, I made a pork stir-fry bowl.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you kind of feel like, oh, it's getting a little monotonous after a few bites. You're like, okay, it's the same thing. I know, you did. It was really good. But when you have appetizers, it's kind of like, oh, okay, well, now I want to try this because they're all so different, right? And then 20Q Cat said, Flip app is awesome. Love it. I'm telling you, like, y'all need to share any neat apps or tips or tricks or hacks. Share it with me because obviously I'm behind. But that Flip app, when I heard about it, I was like, look, it's doing this.
New favorite toy.
I was like, oh, look, you can look this up. I'm like, basically, I was kind of doing it the long way before because I'd say, okay, chuck roast is on sale for $3.97 at Kroger, but what is it at HEB? Okay, what is it at Aldi? And then I would, go into all the different apps and check it back and forth. And Sam's, okay, what is it? This one, it even has Sam's and Costco in there, so it shows all of that information.
Because what we used to do, too, we go to Costco first, and then check the app while we're there and price compare. Check the app for Kroger, HEB, or whatever. But now we can do all that before we leave the house.
I know. We can do it Wednesday night when we're figuring out what to get on Saturday.
Yeah.
Zenobia said, sorry for the delayed response. Oh, not at all. The eggplant dish has lots of names. The simplest one for me is Goli Apon. It's delicious. You should try and make it. Well, I was thinking of it. I bookmarked 3 of the eggplant dishes she showed. Of course, we'll have to make quite a few little tweaks here and there. Because some of them, like there's this Japanese one that sounded incredible. And Maitreya is still here. You might have heard of it, Maitreya. Basically, what you do, let me see if I can pull it up too. But you get eggplant. And again, what you do with the eggplant though, is you do the striped edges where you do peels every other.
Huh.
And then you slice it like a hot dog bun. You're going to open it. And then in a separate dish, or maybe, have you made this, Maitreya? And then in a separate bowl, you're going to get ground pork, shrimp paste, which that's the challenge. I don't see any clean shrimp paste or.
Can we make our own?
What she said was a pain to make your own shrimp paste. I did see there's some alternatives that you can use, such as coconut aminos, which we have. But you combine the shrimp paste and the pork together, mix that really well, and I think a couple other seasonings. You pack that into the eggplant, and then you cook them in a skillet and brown the edges. So you cook the part where the pork is showing out, and then you cook each of the edges, and then you serve it. And I think she put tamarind or soy sauce or something on top, and then of course little sesames and green onions on top. And she said it was so, Beryl, who did it, she said it was so freaking good that not only she's like, this is supposed to serve several people. She's like, but I'm eating all of this bowl, and I don't always do that when I'm making all these recipes, but I'm eating all of this. And then her brother and sister-in-law were coming for dinner, and she goes, I'm going to make it again to serve them for dinner.
Wow.
She loved it that much. So let me see if I have the name here. But Maitreya, it was like, you probably know what it is. You've probably heard of it. Let me see here. Okay. Okay, here it is. Zhao Shao Nang Koozie?
Thou shalt not? What?
No. I'm sure I'm butchering this. And let me put it here. Whoops. Oh, it says Hong Kong. I thought they said Japan, but I guess it's China. Right? Is it Hong Kong, China, right?
I think. I actually don't know. Don't get me to lie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, here, I'm going to put this. And since obviously, I'm butchering the name of it, right? That is, come on. Let me comment. That is what it's called. Let me know if you have heard of that or if anybody's heard of it.
Did it even post it though?
Yeah, I know. It's just on my side, it's very delayed. I don't know what it's doing, but it's showing up on their side. But it looked really freaking good. So of course, I'm going to have to make some tweaks in order to ketofy it. But I was like, that's another one I want to make. So it's like, kind of like what Beryl did, because she'll do 5 dishes at once. So we'll have to buy like several eggplants, and with each eggplant, make a different dish. Brenda said, we are having a chili cook-off at work on the 22nd.
Nice. Sure
wish I could knock the non-keto socks off. I mean, you can with chili. Because, I mean, in our world, chili has always been keto.
Uh-huh.
Because we, as Texans, never put beans in chili. So it was always meat and your spices. So I mean, you could definitely do that. Like, you could do just traditional. You could add the bacon to it, which really will up the flavors. Even like chorizo would be, I think, a good addition to a chili. So do like ground beef, or even do some brisket. We've made brisket chili before. Brisket and bacon and chorizo, and then all of the different spices. I mean, to me, traditional keto is, traditional Texas chili is keto.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Are y'all hearing me? I don't see the chat. I wonder. Make sure. Are y'all there? Renee, Shauna. Okay, there it goes. Maybe it's just a delay on my side.
Well, because remember also when we're watching everything on my laptop, and when it's hooked up to the TV and anybody else's lives, there's always a delay. Because if you flip it on your phone, you hear it before I actually see it on the screen.
Right.
So there's a little delay. I wonder if it's doing the same thing here, though.
Now everybody's like, hi. Okay. I just want to make sure. 22 Key Cat said, I found some bougie cage-free chicken breast at Aldi that were 50% off.
Oh, nice.
They rang it up and it was really 75% off.
Wow.
$1 a pound.
Wow.
I should have bought them all. Take that under the median. Right?
Yeah.
Because
I would have went over and grabbed them all when they rang up that much.
Right? So 22 Cats referring to one of the frugal channels I watch is called Under the Median. And without fail, every single video I have watched, even the new ones, like they release one, I guess, every week or whatever, they have to mention how they say plant-based, because, now you don't want to say vegan anymore, but they say plant-based. And so they're always talking about plant-based, like they did how they went to, and I thought this is cool, which is 22Q Cat. I don't think they're that far from you, because they're in Illinois, and they said they're not far from an Amish market. They drive about an hour and a half to get to this Amish market, and they were showing all the stuff they get at the Amish market, which, I mean,
That's pretty cool.
It wouldn't, like the stuff we wouldn't get, like they buy 50-pound bags of oatmeal and 50-pound bags of corn and that kind of stuff, or I don't know, grains, beans, whatever plant-based people eat. And I was just like, and they were bragging about all this, and I'm like, yeah, but everything you spend on that, like I got a whole bunch of meat that'll last us several weeks. But they love to point out that, meat is so expensive. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, it can be. Y'all know you can make it expensive to eat meat.
The way I like to tell folks, you can either pay the farmer now or pay the doctor later. Either way, you're going to have to spend the money.
Right. And my thing is, I feel like if you're just somebody who is standard American diet, or even someone who's just whole foods only, like, so say that because they do actually say, avoid processed foods. And most of the frugal people I hear say that. And again, I think that's a running theme. Like I've heard that from the homesteaders and fermented people. I've heard it like Donna Schwink. So that side all says avoid processed foods. The frugal channels preach don't buy the processed foods because like it seems like as a whole, we all know processed foods have basically no nutrients and they're not sustaining. Like they're not going to fill you. And so why waste money on something adds no value to your life?
Right.
And so that's why a lot of the frugal people say avoid processed foods because it's really not that filling. Like it would be better to give your kids this or that. Because like one of them I watch, y'all probably know, she's like a real cute little bitty woman. And I think it's like Frugal Mom or something. And she was even saying like, don't feed cereal to the kids. She goes, because in one box, you don't get that many servings and it doesn't really fill the kids up. And so she was like, so it's better to do this or that, right? So as a whole, they're like, don't eat the processed foods. But yeah, if you're somebody who doesn't eat processed foods, but you're still eating beans and rice and, all the produce, and then plus you're eating meat, well then, yeah, that might seem more expensive because guess what? You're still carb heavy and you're not eating a lot of the meat. Whereas versus if you cut out a lot of the carbs and you're more meat and fat based, you don't need as much to get full. Like she was like showing, they each eat like this much rice and beans. I'm like, gosh, that's a lot. And then plus they're eating however many times a day. And it's like, well, a lot of the people in our community that do eat a lot of meat, a lot of us fast, or we are OMAD or 2MAD, or at most 3 meals a day. Like how many people here actually have 3 meals plus two snacks a day? Is anybody, and it's okay if you do, that's fine. But if you're actually doing that on a daily basis, then yeah, it can get costly having your beef sticks as your snacks and your cheese as your snacks, plus eating 3 full meals a day. Whereas I feel like most people here are either eating 3 full meals or 2 or OMAD, or you're also having fasting days, which are healthy for you. And so you're kind of like, yeah, it might be a little higher, but you're saving on not needing as much to be full and to get all of your nutrients.
Right.
And then like he said, then you're also reversing a lot of illnesses, so you don't need to buy any of the medicines and stuff.
Right.
So,
or, like in my case, I don't have to spend as much on bigger clothes.
Right. Like all kinds of, like in their case, I would say they're within maintenance weight. Like her husband is very slender. He's tall and slender. And I would say, she looks like a comfortable weight to me. So to them, they're already getting, regular clothes. But yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, you're having to buy all these beans and rice, but you know what? I went to Kroger today and got nothing but meat, and it will last us several weeks. So when you break it down over what I spent today, seeing how many meals I'll get out of that, like it's really, I wonder if it's even less expensive than what they're paying for their beans and rice and how many meals they're having to eat long term, right? Like I should do that, right? I should do a cost comparison of, okay, if this is the meals you eat when you're keto, and what's the cost of what we spent versus if we were eating this, what would we have to eat for the same comparison if we were plant-based, and which is actually cheaper?
I don't think we should.
No.
We want to catch a lot of heat that way. Especially when I got to mouth off and tell everybody I'm plant-based anyways, because all my cows eat plants.
Oh, Mary T.
Hey, how you doing?
She said, hola from Costa Rica. Oh my God, this is amazing, magical place.
Oh, yeah.
Love and prayer to Lynette for her surgery next week. Well, I am so glad you're having an awesome time, Mary T. And thank you so much for sharing all of your pictures and your little videos of where you're at. That it does look like a very beautiful, magical place. Hopefully one day we can go to Costa Rica. Or have we gone? I don't know.
I think so, on the cruise. I think.
I don't know. Sabrina said, Mark has gotten up, so I need to sign off for now. Take care of him. Have a great weekend. You too, Sabrina. Thanks so much for coming.
Does this right here, does it say hey-ya or hey-yo? Right?
Hey, yo? No, it wouldn't be he-yo. He-yo? That's good. It says H-E-Y-O. How would you pronounce that?
Hey-yo.
That's on his little...
No, the tab. On the can here.
Lisa said, I have some... Oh, come on. I have some old rice I have... Come on, pop up so I can read. I have been using for many years, laugh out loud, right? Just put it in like a tub and be like, here's the rice for any electronics. And we just put that in there. Oh, look, it like jumped on me. It's so weird. Oh, Marianne is here. Hey, Marianne. She said, good evening, all. I've been watching at 1.5 to catch up. Apps look really good.
Thank you.
I bet my voice goes super fast at 1.5, right?
Yeah,
I bet I'm like,
filling too.
Huh?
So they look good. And I said they were super filling.
Right?
I am stuffed.
I'm just trying to imagine me at 1.5 speed. Like, what do I sound like? Good evening, all. I've been catching up at 1.5. That's look really good. Is that about what it sounds like at 1.5? Oh, and then Shada said, okay, going mobile. And then Maitreya said, sounds spicy. Right?
Oh, man.
Okay, come on. And then Lisa said, I've been adding salt pork to my chili.
Oh, really?
It really adds a depth of flavor.
We're going to have to try that then.
Ooh, that sounds good, Lisa. Okay, yeah, we need to do that. Add salt pork. We might even do that and do a video. Would you mind? We've got so many videos we want to do, y'all. We
have a whole list.
Yeah, we have a whole list. Okay, Lisa and Renee heard me.
And then I have I looked at it this morning. We have 12 videos in the bin ready. We had to finish. We need to finish editing and put out. I told her we're going to be busy Sunday.
Yeah. Okay, here's one for you, Heath.
Oh boy.
Brenda says she doesn't know what spices to use in her chili, and she used to put a lot of onions.
Okay.
I mean, you could still do some onions.
I have a video on how I make my chili. You can go check it out. And then
maybe one of our moderators could share that video.
Yes. And it lists, double check me, but I believe it lists my chili, my seasoning blend too.
Yeah, I think so.
If not, I can message me later and I'll send you my recipe.
Yeah, because I think we've even handed out some of our
chili recipe.
Our chili seasoning as a little like sample. Didn't we send that out one year? I feel like it.
I know we get it out to some folks who requested it, but I don't know if we did it just on the regular.
Yeah, you did put HungryHeath chili spice mix. So it's in our Texas chili recipe. And
I made mine in the Instant Pot on that video, but you can do it on the stove. like in a
Here, let
big
me.
pot or a what do you call it?
Because
Dutch
I
oven.
think Shauna is
She's away.
gone mobile. So let
Yeah.
me share the link to our Texas chili.
I've made it in a crock pot also. Put it on, first thing in the morning, or even let it run overnight. That works that way too.
All right. If it'll let me, come on.
You sound like me at work. I've been apologizing to my callers all day, telling them I've been fighting with this computer all day long. I apologize it's taking so long.
I know.
Or I'll tell them, all right, I'm pulling it up right now. I'm just waiting on my computer to catch up with me.
I know. Okay, there, I posted. And then Brenda F said, I'm mad and sometimes a keto chow for lunch. See? That's what I'm talking about. It again, I think in their head, like plant-based people, they're thinking we are eating like a huge breakfast of bacon and eggs, and then at lunch we're having like a huge steak and all this stuff, and then at dinner we're having another one, and then we're eating beef jerky for snacks and yogurt for a snack, and it's like, no, like when you actually eat nutritious food, you don't need a whole lot. Like OMAD or 2MAD a day. I mean, I'm mostly 2MAD. Like doing that, like that's enough. That's enough. And then you don't need a whole lot.
True story.
I mean, like I have a lot of times for lunch, either 3 pieces of my Pernell sausage, or like today I had 4 pieces of bacon, or sometimes I'll just do one of those Members Mark sausages with some bacon. That's it. That's one meal. And then my next meal might be like last night we did the pork stir fry. That was only 14 ounces of pork between the two of us. And it was only $2.39
for that whole package of meat.
Yeah. And then everything I got at Kroger today, I mean, like the chuck roast, because they were on sale, I paid $11 for a 2.77 pound chuck roast. And we're going to get several meals out of that.
And we've heard it, y'all probably heard us say it before, we're not really big fans of turkey. But the price she found it today, we have to like it. There's ways we can fix it where it is good. It's just, it's not our favorite.
Yeah, but for 49 cents a pound, of course, like how can you pass that up? I got almost a 14-pound turkey for $6.50.
And what's beautiful about that, there's so much we can do with it too.
Yeah.
We're going to eat the whole thing. We're going to make bone broth with it. We're going to use the gizzards and everything too. I'm going to make a jambalaya with it, or a gumbo. We're going to get our money's worth out of it for several meals.
Yeah. And again,
whatever we don't eat, we can always freeze.
Right. Lisa said the cost comparison video would go viral.
Yeah, but how many people is it going to upset too, though? It's going to be like I'm attacking them.
Well, I guess it depends on your delivery. Like if you're like, okay, here's the debate to end all debates.
Just by saying it that way is going to stir them up.
Okay. Well, how about this? Okay, we really wanted to know, we're trying to be frugal. Which is better way, frugal-wise, to be plant-based or to be meat-based?
Yeah.
And then put down, okay, for a plant-based, most of them eat 3 meals plus 2 snacks. Here's what they're eating per meal, which I could just watch Under the Median because they tell us, okay, this is what they're eating, okay, versus me. Well, this day I only ate once. Oh, then this day I was fasting. This day I eat twice. I don't know. It'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
I feel like you're preaching to the choir, though.
Well, I know. I'm not preaching to them.
Well, no, that's the term, though.
Oh.
You're not going to sway anybody that doesn't already believe you, is what I'm saying.
Well, but I think, if it went viral, then there would be a lot of people who weren't in our horde who would see it. 22Q Cat said, wouldn't it also be interesting to see Under the Median's lab work? Who knows if they're healthy eating that way? Well, aren't I being all nosy? Right. Well, they did put out a video a couple months ago saying they went for a checkup and they were like, oh, did it cost us or something like that? I never watched it because I was like, well, what do I care about them going for a checkup? But I guess maybe I should watch it because that might be interesting to hear. Did they go to the checkup? Because how old do you think they are, Lynn? I think they're in their late 50s, would be my guess. Late 50s, maybe 60s. How old are they? But they also had, was it 3 or 4 boys? And then one of them, she interviewed both of them. One of them is only like 23. Well, him and his girlfriend are plant-based. And then, but their older son, all he said, he just laughed and he said, well, my girlfriend is not. So therefore, he's probably not either, right? Because they say typically men who, whatever their partner is what they will follow.
Usually.
Yeah, most of the time. So
that's why I'm keto.
Right, exactly. So typically, if his girlfriend's not plant-based, yeah, he's probably not going to be either. So, but I thought that was interesting. And she said when they first started, they were not plant-based. So it's not something they've done their entire life. And I wonder how long the kids were plant-based, or if they forced them to be plant-based. Nobody ever talks about, how some people are like, oh, that's cruel to do keto to your kids. But what about those that are making their kids be plant-based? Right? I don't know. My thoughts.
All I know is not my circus, not my monkeys.
Right. That's true. That's true. I mean, I just watch them because I get a few little frugal tips, and they do seem like very nice, pleasant people. Like, if they weren't in Illinois, who knows? I'd probably meet up with them, just, and have lunch, and I would take all of their meat and I'd give them my beans and rice. Carrie said, uh-oh, he fell asleep. Oh, that's okay, Carrie. I think it jumped.
It jumped the bag because it's gone altogether.
I know that. I'm telling you. When I reported it to StreamYard, they want us to put all these details together.
Uh-huh.
Lisa said, I use a few pounds of ground beef and chop up lardons of salt pork. It's so good. Wow. Oh. That sounds amazing, now Lisa. Yes. Okay. Come on. Click. There we go. Brenda said, wonderful. I know yours would be great. I mean, we like ours. It is, I have to say, as the recipe's written, it is very, got a green screen a second. I feel like it is very heavy on the seasoning. So maybe don't put as much, like back it up and then taste it, because you can always add more seasoning to it. But, like taste it through. And she said, crock pot? You did it in an Instant Pot, right?
That recipe I did, but I have made it in the crock pot before.
Oh, what did you do?
I just put it on first thing in the morning or let it go overnight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she says, yes, overnight will work. Getting excited, right? The overnight would be nice in a crock pot. And then Lisa said, I want to try and smoke my turkey this year. How do you want to do it, Lisa? Tell them how you plan on doing the turkey.
Kind of like the way Chris from Ketochow said he does his. Instead of spatchcocking it, he just cuts it in half all the way down. I believe, I have to go back and double checking, but I believe he just takes the bone out of it, the backbone out, and just splits it in half the rest of the way. And just cooks it like that. Just lays it in there.
Wow.
Right?
That sounds good. What would you season this turkey with?
Meat? What would I season it with?
Yeah.
A pork and poultry rub.
Okay. Good. Just checking. Sharon said, okay, decided on, I'll read it over here. Okay, decided on Ketochow apple pie waffles.
Oh, that sounds good,
and
too.
Air fryer chicken thighs.
That sounds good.
Wow. And 22Q Cat said, was it last year you and Heath bought a bunch of turkey and made several different recipe meals with it? You were so glad you bought it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you say it so down?
Because it's turkey.
But you make use of it, and that's what you do when you find something on sale. You get it because you're like, okay, it's like I told him. I was like, anytime you can get a good protein for less than $1 a pound, I mean, you got to get it, and you just add like to the turkey, just add a lot of fat to it,
right?
22Q Cat said they're still in their. Oh shoot!
What are you tearing up over
that
there?
fell of the knife behind me.
Oh.
22Q Cat said they're still in their 50s, I believe. They seem so much older than me. Yeah. Well, I think part of their frugal is I don't think she ever dyes her hair, so it's full gray, like gray and white. And his is too. So I'm guessing. Do you even know who I'm talking about?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I have no clue.
Here, I'll show you. Again, I think they're very nice people. Right there. Do you see that? Well, come on, stop. Can you see them?
Yeah.
So how old do you think they are?
60s.
Right. But I have no idea. I honestly didn't listen enough to know how old they are. I was seeing if they showed. I don't know. But they do have really good tips. Like I have found a lot of good tips from them.
Mm-hmm.
Just little things to kind of fine tune our frugal ways and frugal challenges, right?
Mm-hmm.
Another one I started recently following, but she might not be for everyone. Her name or her channel is called According to Nicole. She's also vegan. I don't know what it is with so many people in the frugal space being vegan. Anybody else notice that? Like what? But anyways, but I just like her attitude with things. She's pretty young. I don't know if she's 30 yet. She might be 30, but or maybe she's only 25, 26. I don't know. She's young. But I just like if you get offended by cuss words like the F word or S word or any of those, then you would not like her. That does not, of course, bother me. But she's just very no nonsense. Like she's like talking about, oh yeah, in high school and stuff, I was really into, Simple Truth. Have you heard of them? Or Simple something?
Simple Truth isn't that a brand? Like a
no,
brand?
Yeah, that is a brand. But Simple, I thought
I have no idea.
I
have no idea what you're talking about.
Honestly. A band. Simple Plan.
I don't know who they are either.
Or was it Simple Minds?
I've heard of them.
No, it is Simple Plan is Canadian rock band from Montreal, Quebec, because she is Canadian. But anyway, she was saying, back in, school and stuff, I was into this and this. She goes, because I didn't give a what other people thought. And she goes, and so, yeah, sometimes people will not like something about you or whatever. And she goes, but you know what? Who cares? Don't let it get to you.
Yeah.
Because she said what she sees, though, is sometimes in whatever she does for a living, she works these highfalutin people, richer people hire her. And she goes, but when she goes through their subdivision, like every home looks the same. They all have the same cars. They all wear the same clothes. And she goes, because it's like they're all trying to, oh, so-and-so got the newest this. Now I have to get the newest this.
Keep it up with the Joneses.
Right. And she goes, very much so, because they're so concerned with what other people think. And she's like, it doesn't matter what other people think. Do what you like, wear what you like, enjoy what you like, and not worry about other people. And I was like, I mean, yeah, right?
Yeah, I'm always done it that way.
Well, I know, like for us, like some of those things is like, yeah, but then when you think about it,
You don't like me, bite me. That's fine.
but you know, like you kind of see that where some people are like, oh, well, I got this new iPhone, and then they're like, oh, well, now I got to get the new iPhone, and it's like we still have Samsung Galaxy Note 9 and Note 10, and I think they're up to like 25 now or something. Oops. Let's see what that was. Oops. Okay. And so, you know, we obviously don't care about having the newest of anything, right?
Not usually.
Yeah. But, you know, some people, we have known people who were very much like that. My brother was very much like that, like, especially when it came to gaming systems. He would have just like got the Xbox and he's like, oh, the newest one's coming out. I got to get that. Where he would like stand outside of Best Buy for hours just so that he could get the new Xbox or the new PlayStation.
The only reason why I would do that, honestly, is there's a certain game I wanted to play, and that's the only way you can play it is on that system. But I don't do that anymore either, though.
Right. Well, he had all the systems, and he always had to have the newest system. And I'm like, but you have all these games with the other one that won't work on the new one. And he's like, oh, I'll just rebuy the ones that I want. And I'm like, and then those like gaming systems were several $100s. I was like, no. I just watched that and I was like, no thanks. Rickwood said you would have to figure out their macros. Here, I'll have to read it over here. Oh, no, it jumped. Come on. Ooh, that looks good, Shauna. Good night, Brenda.
Good night. I'm not too far behind you.
It's really jumping on me. Okay. Trying to read it. Come on. Rickwood said you would have to figure out their macros for plant-based. They have to eat more to get in their protein substitute. You need 5 to 6 cups of quinoa to get the percentage of protein of a serving of meat. Exactly. Well, I know before she said they would make a pound of beans and a pound of rice, and that would feed 4 people.
Wow.
Right. Nice. So you're each eating a quarter a pound of beans and rice for one meal. And then plus, I don't know all the others. And I'm wondering too, like, then are they doing all of the supplements? Because somebody I was listening to said they weren't against plant-based at all, but they were saying, you know, if you're plant-based, you have to make sure you are taking these supplements because you will not get them if all you're eating is plants. And I was like, I mean, that's kind of nice. But I mean, I can't say I don't take a supplement because we do take D3 and K2, and I take iodine as well. So I can't say, well, you know, look, I don't have to take any supplements, but I do. So I can't say that completely. But honestly, those don't really cost that much. And I probably could cut back on maybe some of it a little bit. Maybe I don't have to take as much. I don't know. But anyhow, Renee said, yeah, I'm pretty sure Pancho is not going keto or carnivore anytime soon. Oh, really? He doesn't want to give up his rice and beans?
Right.
Or his tortillas? Shauna said, I'll be plant-based when I'm 6 feet under.
Wow.
Wow, Shauna.
That's deep.
So it's 6 feet deep. Wow, Shauna. You're like, I ain't giving up this meat. Like, I've given up enough. Like, I like my meat. And if y'all didn't know, like, I was vegan for over a year at one point in my life. And I never, ever lost the craving for a ribeye. Like the whole time I was like, yeah, I can't have a ribeye. Let me try this or that. but I still wanted a ribeye like that. I still thought about it. And so like when I finally decided, okay, I just don't think this is healthy for me. That was like the first thing I wanted was a ribeye. I was like, I've got to have a ribeye because I have craved a ribeye for over a year. So I don't understand how anybody could do it for so long and not miss the stuff, like a ribeye and stuff. But I've heard that some, they're like, oh yeah, I'm vegan. Yeah, I'll eat chicken and eggs on occasion. I'm like, Renee said, I'll be making marinated chicken thighs, chipotle shrimp, and smoked sausage fajitas tonight with all the fixins. That sounds delicious. I hope you share pictures. Hint, hint.
Like you used to.
We haven't seen any Renee photos in our group in a while. Okay, come on. I don't know why it's doing this so slow. She goes, since I haven't gotten home and done with everything till late every night this week, I'm playing catch up on a ton tonight and this weekend. Oh, I bet.
Yeah, you kind of got your hands full. You got a lot of stuff going on.
Right. Come on, post.
Do we need to reboot that computer?
It wouldn't hurt. She goes, oh, I had a super rough week with one of my sweetest patients I've had for 2 weeks having a cold flu.
Aww.
And she didn't make it.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Renee.
That's no bueno.
That's so sad. I'm sorry. That is rough. Aw.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She goes, the worst part is that patient asked the respiratory therapist to tell me to come see her that morning, and I didn't get down there before the call overhead at 9 a.m. I felt awful.
No.
Aw. That's really hard. I'm sorry, Renee. I mean, but how would you have known, right? I mean, you're not working like an intensive care. Like you didn't know that was going to happen. So I'm sure you had just as equally important patients you had to see that morning.
It's a chip.
Oh, you can't eat it?
No.
Oh.
What was that?
Oh, my work sister sent me some kind of video. It's probably something naughty.
Oh.
No, it's not.
These days.
I know.
Oh, man.
Do you mind? I made my calm earlier.
I saw that.
Rickwood said, you start watching certain YouTube videos and that type will pop up on your timeline. Most of the homesteading, frugal, I watch are not vegan. Oh, a couple are actually keto low carb. Oh, well, if you know a keto low carb frugal channel, I mean, I've got the homesteading ones, but a frugal one, send me a of who it is. And I mean, that is true. YouTube will start recommending all kinds of stuff. That's how I found, like, according to Nicole, and I found some other like frugal channels. And so I kind of watched here and there. There is a couple I like, and they're not plant-based. They actually eat everything. But I like their format of their frugal videos because they kind of go in with some frugal tips, kind of what's going on with them. And then they show at the end of their videos, they give a little quick recipe, and it's really neat, like a frugal type recipe that they did. And I think theirs is called like Frugal Home Living or something.
I feel like we've always done kind of stuff like that anyways. We always do our version, we sweep the kitchen. Or we just make a goulash or a casserole or something out of it.
Well, she showed on one how she said instead of buying like your jams and jellies, or like their favorite is orange marmalade, which yes, and I think they're somewhere, I believe, in New England or maybe Pennsylvania, but that region. So I like their accents. But anyways, and her husband's name is Paul, which I've always liked the name Paul. My grandpa was Paul. And so she'll just like show like, okay, here's how you make orange marmalade. And she's like, so when you figure this, like the cost of the oranges, blah, 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 and she'll like tell how inexpensive it was. And then the one I watched today, they did a premiere. Of course, this isn't keto, but she was showing all the Christmas stuff. She's like, don't be buying more Christmas cards. Don't be buying more Christmas tags or Christmas paper. Go find what you currently have and actually look and see, do you need more? She goes, look at all these cards I've gotten over the years. I don't need to buy another card because I've got enough cards.
It's like she's a hoarder.
Right. That's what she said. Like, don't hoard. Like, actually look at what you have and don't keep adding to it. Right. And she's like, because
like all those bags we have in that top of that closet.
Right. Exactly. I was like, yeah, we haven't bought bags in forever. And then she also has like name tags that she got so long ago. The Christmas tags were made in America. She's like, that shows you how old it is. But it was 100 tags that she paid like 10 cents for. And she's like, and I still have a lot of them here.
Wow.
Because, you know, it takes a while to go through 100 tags. And then she was showing that. And then the recipe she was showing, a neat gift to give people was M&M cookies. So she was showing, you know, to get like a huge bag of M&Ms because that's cheaper, and then making these little gifts. And she goes, you know, nowadays a lot of people forget about giving homemade gifts. Like they all think, oh, I have to give this or that, or they have to have this. And she's like, you know, back in old school, that was normal, is you would give a homemade gift to people. And she goes, so here's, you know, an easy one, cookies. And you give them a little recipe card, a little gift tag, and put it in a little quart container, quart ball glass. And she goes, that makes just an easy Christmas gift. Right. And I was like, that is so true, because I mean, we already did that though. Mm-hmm. Again, like I know Lynn, we kind of talked about this too. Like, yeah, a lot of the frugal tips, it's kind of like we're already there. And like Heath and I, we've done that for years. We've given homemade gifts. We've done jerky for the family. One year we bottled up our marinara sauce. Mm-hmm. We've done our barbecue sauce. We've done our seasonings. Mm-hmm. So that's typically
back to the point where people actually are requesting it.
Yeah. And, you know, which is pretty cool, you know, when somebody actually, and they actually like the gift, you know, like they enjoy it sometimes more than some of the other, like, oh, okay, they got, you know, a purse from wherever, but then they got this homemade gift, right?
We did it so many years in a row. My sister got us this present for Christmas one year.
Right?
Y'all know what this is? This is when I can guess.
Gotta pull this part,
I understand
right?
that.
Oh, okay.
But I still want them to guess.
Oh, he wants you to guess what that is.
And it's not a caulk gun.
Johnny said she's going to post a picture in the HungryHorde chat and the Facebook group, right? Of your nice. Wonderful waffles and chicken. Or, yeah. And then Renee said, thank you, Butches. One of the nurses saw me crying and told me, you learn now that you should go when someone asks. Oh. That is rude.
Ouch.
That is really rude, because how would you have known? How would you have known? Especially what if say you had done that, but then what if the other patient that you were supposed to have seen fell? And then you would have felt guilty about that person falling because you weren't in their room to give them their PT when they needed it, because you went to this other patient instead. You know, like there's too many what ifs.
Don't beat yourself up over it, please.
Right. Don't do that. And then no.
And then you tell that other one, Well, next time you just shut the hell up.
And Shauna said, oh my God, you guys, the apple pie waffles are amazing. They sound amazing. Even Rickwood told her, beep, she had no right to tell you that.
Amen.
That's right, Rickwood. I can just hear you say that too. That beach.
Beach.
I don't know why this goes so slow. And then Renee said, trying to see.
You just jumped on here.
Sorry, guys, with this move and work, I've been slacking on my YouTube and Facebook stuff. That's okay. You know, we just give you a hard time.
It's like we told each other a long time ago. Real friends stab you in the front. We have to pick on you.
Come on, I wish this wouldn't. It just keeps jumping. I might have to read from here because I don't know why it's jumping.
I have to take that away from me.
I know. Let's see. There's that. And then Renee said, okay, yes, Joe. She goes, how come it's different on here? Okay. I always scheduled her first for my day so I could be the one to get her cleaned and dressed and out of bed instead of, oops, where'd it go? Out of bed instead of the sighting and huffing and disgusted ass hats.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Sorry for the sad stuff. Don't be sorry. That's what we're here for. Renee said, it's a cookie press.
Nope.
And then Shauna said, either a cookie press or a meat squeezer. Marianne said, jerky gun?
Yep.
Marianne wins.
So, yeah, she bought us this. It's by Presto. And you load it with ground beef. And then it has 2 tips on it. This one shoots out a double. And then we have a single in there somewhere. I think she's been using it for a funnel.
Oh, that goes to...
I believe that's the one, yeah.
The other one makes it into sticks. So, like, you know, what is that popular brand? Not Jimmy Dean. What are they called?
This one.
Oh, yeah, that's what that is. But what is it called? You know what I'm talking about? Where you get them at the grocery stores.
Slim Jim.
Slim Jims. So you know how Slim Jims, the round ones, you can make that? And I really thought this was a funnel, y'all. That's hilarious.
Then that collar comes off. This comes out. This sits on it like so.
And we've done both, but we personally like the flat because you get twice as many, but it just seems to do better making jerky with the flat.
And it makes it easier too because we work as a team. One of us will work the trigger, the other one just has a knife and just cuts it off when we get to the length we need. And we haven't done that in a long time either.
Yeah. So we use the dehydrator to make the jerky, and yeah, it's I
like this better.
Yeah, we do like that one better, but yeah, it does kind of require 2 people to do it.
It makes it easier.
You know, the last time we did it is when we had the old dehydrator.
I know.
Renee said, that's exactly why I couldn't go, because I had a new stroke patient. I was getting out of bed and he's impulsive and flaccid on the right side. He even saw my face and said, you could go if you need to.
Aww.
What? Oh, when that happened? Aw. But I couldn't leave him.
Aww.
Right? See? I mean, what were you going to do? Because what would have happened if you weren't there for your stroke patient, right? I mean, and of course, it's easy for that nurse to say that. But how many times has she not showed up when a patient needed her? like actually needed her.
You know what? Now
Oh, good night, Carrie. Carrie said he's going to bed. Good night.
In fact, this is one we gave her and Dee.
Yeah.
This is the same bottle we gave my sister and brother-in-law. I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. He gave it back to me so we can get a refill, and I haven't refilled it. And I put one of these lids on it instead.
Yeah, we use it for our pork and poultry.
I feel bad now that we have his.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, then Shauna said, Slim Jim. Thank you, Shauna. And then she said, okay, hear me out. A keto waffle batter in that would make churros.
Oh.
Oh.
Really good.
Oh, in that. She's saying to put it in that shooter.
Oh.
The keto waffle batter in that with the single one.
Yeah.
And then you would make churros with it.
Would it though? I was afraid it would just go everywhere. I don't know. We can try. It's a good idea. I think it might be easier though to use the piping bag like for like cake decorating type stuff.
That's true.
I don't know. I mean, just a good idea though. I just don't know how well it actually goes.
Oh, Dustin! Hey,
bro.
Dustin! Keto Simple is here.
We was just talking about you.
Oh, we were?
Well, I was telling about how I feel bad because he goes to his early mornings on Sundays, and I either sleep too late or I'm too busy.
He said, hey, just wanted to drop in today. To say hello. I got my Friday night stuff done, so I wanted to show love. Well, thanks, Dustin. That's awesome. Maybe if I click on this new comments. Shauna said that needs a new label, laugh out loud.
Right? Oh, I wonder why she's saying that.
I know, right?
Well, yeah, because you saw it wasn't HungryHeath, it was Parker House.
Yeah, that's right. That was before we had, probably even before the channel.
Yes, it was. That's what I'm saying. It's like 4, 5. Well, no, we gave it to him probably 8 years ago, at least.
Oh, he says he's going to go live on Saturday mornings, too.
See, then I definitely can't watch it because I got to work Saturday morning.
He has to work Saturdays, Dustin.
And don't do it tomorrow, though, because remember, you're going to be going head-to-head then with...
I don't think they start until a little later.
Oh, yeah. Dang it, I got to go again.
But, yeah, he works on Saturdays, and he work starts like at 8:30, which means he has to be in his office by 8:20. But you know how he like gets a little freaked out in the morning. Like he's like, oh my gosh, if I ask him to do something at 8 o'clock, he's like, I don't want to be late to work. I'm like, it's literally down the hall. You just have to walk down the hall. Shauna said Parker House has retired. Laugh out loud. Right? Okay, why is it not showing when I click on that? Come on. There it goes. Right. Everything used to be Parker House. So when we made them the jerky, it was Parker House jerky. And then when he started the channel, he was like, oh, well, I'm HungryHeath, because he liked to be, alliterative.
What's the problem?
Okay, now it should. Okay, sorry, y'all. Yeah, for some reason, StreamYard was messing with me about the comments, and now it's said that we had to take your mic off. You need to refresh the page.
Why?
I don't know.
They're just being rude.
So Keto Simple says he'll go live at 7:30 a.m. tomorrow. He said James from RSK talked me into it. Shauna said, that's too early out here, right? Did we lose you? Just for a second. And he said, yes, James will be joining him tomorrow morning. Oh, that'll be fun. And then, yeah, there was no sound. And then Dustin said he'll have a new guest each week. Wow. That many people get up that early?
You're the anomaly, I'm telling you.
I'm the anomaly? No, Shauna and Renee are right there. My best girls.
Well, Shauna is on a different coast, so that's why.
But still, Shauna, if 7:30 your time, would you be up? Your time at 7:30.
Depends on what the client's doing.
Well, I mean, besides the client.
Look at Maitreya, though.
Well, Maitreya, I know. Maitreya and Lynette would definitely be there. You would be there because you get up at 6 in the morning like a crazy person.
6:30.
It was 6 this morning, you said.
Because you're a dog. You sleep through it. I can't.
I know. I can sleep through anything. But me, especially on a day off, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, don't expect those times out of me. In fact, tomorrow, I don't know why I did this, but I'm taking Delilah to the vet and her appointment's at 9 a.m. Like, what was I thinking when I made that appointment?
So you want me to wake you up right before I go to work then?
No, I want you to wake me up at 8 because I need to get out of here by 8:30
All right.
to make it to her appointment.
As long as you're going to go get me some Dutch.
I'll get you a Dutch.
But you're going to get none today.
Aw. Well, I had to hurry up to get back to
There's no Dutch?
I had to, so my work, we were technically off, but I worked because we still had to work. Banking stuff has to still be done today because it was not a federal holiday. So I had to leave and basically have an extended lunch. So I did my grocery shopping and I was thinking about going to Dutch, but there was at least 10 cars. And I was like, I ain't got time for that because I need to get back. I need to run this report at work so that everything balances correctly before the weekend. And so then I had to come back and work just another 15 minutes. That's all it takes to run that report.
You gotta tell them about this. We said we were gonna do it.
I did at the beginning.
You said we were gonna put it on camera and we didn't.
Oh, you said you were gonna get up and put it on camera. Here's what Shauna sent us. Like, it's the full-size calm, y'all. Isn't this nice? Thank you, Shauna. I love this flavor.
It's all right.
It's better than the raspberry lemonade.
It's not as good as the watermelon, though.
The watermelon is really freaking good, but it's like really high.
Yeah.
This we can get at a good price. She goes, oh, there you are with sound. She goes, right, not even a cat. I know. She goes, but I'm off at a different time zone. Renee said, I'm totally sleeping in on the weekends.
I'll call you, okay? I'll help you.
No, she will like mute your phone number. Or like mine, I put my phone on do not disturb. So if anybody messages me before 8 a.m., I don't hear it. Actually, it's set, I think, 10 p.m. until 8 a.m. My phone is on do not disturb.
So even if I need her, too bad.
Yeah, no calls, no text, none of that comes through. So if you ever wonder, well, I messaged Shelly. If you message after that time, I ain't going to hear it. And I ain't going to check it. I'm not going to look until the next day. And sometimes, especially if it's a work day, it might not even get looked at till 9, 10, or 11, depending on how busy I am at work. Dustin said, I'll probably have to adjust the time depending on guests and where they live. Right? I bet. Shauna said, well, I would be on Saturday because of client. Oh, okay.
Well,
Rickwood said
she can't see it anyways because she's working.
Well, I think it just depends. Rickwood said, I am just getting up at 7:30 and getting the dogs out the door. It is after 8 a.m. before I sit down and turn on the computer. Right. Well, when I have to work, that's how it is. By 8 a.m., I'm in work. Shauna said, my one morning off Sunday, I try to sleep in. Sometimes I make it till 8:30. Ooh.
Show off.
Renee said, this week I've averaged about 4 to 5 hours of sleep each night.
Oh,
So
wow.
Weekends I play catch up. Oh, that's
Amen.
crazy. She goes, you can call, but my phone is on mute when I go to sleep. Mhm.
I'm just going to schedule a welfare check for her then.
Great minds think alike, Renee.
I'll get her up.
No.
I have my ways.
You will legit forget by tomorrow morning.
I done already forgot what we're talking about.
Renee said, and even better, after I get home and some during the day are on ignore.
Uh-huh.
Right?
See, that's why I shouldn't reply to some of my messages.
Well, because look at all the threats you're making. Of course she has you on ignore. She's like, I don't have time for him. Shauna said, my phone is on silent at night too. The FS Libre finally lets you silence the alarms for up to 6 hours now. Ooh, well, that's good. Yeah, I would definitely be ignoring all that. She says we're never on ignore.
Aww.
Okay, that's nice.
Aww.
Okay, let me see.
Now she's gonna make me start crying.
She said I skipped a comment, but I don't see.
Well, you're used to that.
No, I'm not. I really try never to skip comments.
It's just hers.
I remember reading all these.
Just repost it. She just doesn't have to search.
Yeah, if I skipped it, repost or share what it was I missed.
Or else we'll be here for another hour.
Huh. I don't see it. I thought I read all those. Marion said, I'm generally up between 4 and 4:30. Not on purpose. That's just when I wake up for good. Wow. See, you, Lynette, and Maitreya, y'all should have like a little chat where you could be like, here's the early risers. Hey, good morning, y'all. It's 4 a.m. I'm up. And they can all be like, woohoo, we're up for hours before the world does. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, the CNAs were ugly to her? Okay, let me see. Let me go scroll back.
Well, she said you should have gone because they told you to or something like that.
I see. Yes, Joe. Is that the one? That's definitely true. As she asked Daily why the CNAs and nurses hated her, she had to take lactulose 3 times daily for high ammonia levels, and that gives you uncontrollable liquid stools. Aw. Is that the one, Renee? Because I guess because it said yes, Joe, I thought that was a chat between y'all. Let me know if was that it?
Oh, man. Oh, God.
Let's see. Shauna said, also, anyone here doing Elfster, don't forget to add your wish list. Thank you, Shauna, for that reminder. That's awesome. And I saw another, I think it was Kathleen, signed up today. So I think we're up to 19 people.
That's awesome.
I know. I'm like shocked.
Raise your hand if you haven't signed up yet. And what is wrong with you?
No, we're not pressuring anybody to sign up because everybody's got, like, we're very frugal.
I know.
Everybody's got their own budget, so I don't want anybody to feel like they need to, because certainly don't need to spend money on that I'm just,
If
if you
you
want
can't-
to.
if
If
you
you can budget it, then yes.
Yeah. If it doesn't fit your budget, don't worry about it.
Right.
And we're not going to be offended if you don't join.
No, not at all.
I'm just being cantankerous.
Rickwood says, time for me to go to bed. Dogs
Hey.
need to go out one more time. Y'all have a great weekend. You
night.
too. Rickwood, do they only go out one more? Because what ours do is when we end the live, I have to take them out immediately. They go out. I give them their treat. And then we do all of the cleanup in here, put everything away, clean up everything, do the dishes. Heath does,
Trash.
takes out the trash, all that stuff. Maybe takes us 20, 30 minutes to shut down in here. And then they want to go out again.
Because then they get another treat.
So then I have to take them out one more time before we go to the bedroom.
That's what I'm telling you. They got us trained.
Oh, I know
we don't have
do.
them trained. They have us trained.
But yeah,
And I don't know why I'm losing my voice. You hear that?
What?
Yes.
So yes, we have to take them out again, or I do.
2 or 3 more times.
And then they'll still wake Heath up at 5:30 sometimes, or 6 o'clock. Wasn't he barking at you this morning? It was him.
He's barking at me, not at us, at me. Listen to you.
Listen at me. He knows better.
Honestly, I can't tell sometimes because I'm like half asleep too. If it's him or her that's barking.
I just remember he came up and was like licking at me. Like I had my a hand or something out, and he was just like, blah. I was like, okay, Sam.
Tell him about the chicken wing you gave him.
Oh my gosh. So it was a chicken. So we got the full chicken wing. And so I was cutting them to freeze them. I was like, well, since I'm already breaking it up, right, to freeze, because it was almost a 5-pound package of wings. Then I was like, well, I'm just going to go ahead and separate it. So I was separating the tips off. Well, because it's raw chicken, dogs can eat raw chicken. So I was like, well, I'm going to give them each a tip. I'm going to save the rest to add to the broth that we eventually make.
Stock or whatever, yeah.
Yeah. And so I give one to Delilah, and she starts, chopping on it, chewing on it. Right. Enjoying it and everything. I hand it to him, and I guess my fault, because I didn't hand it to him sideways like this. I handed it to him like this, so it was the little like about this size of a tip, and I gave it to him like that, and when Samson takes anything from us, he'll Delilah's she's like
dainty.
Very
ladylike.
Oh, and then this is Samson. Sorry if this grosses you out, but this is Samson. As wide as his mouth is, he has doesn't know how to take anything.
It's almost like a snake. He dislocates his jaw.
I know. And so I gave him the thing, and he literally took the chicken tip and just went. Didn't taste it
like it was like a pill.
Right, just went straight, it barely passed his tongue and just went straight down. He's like, okay, I didn't get any. He looked at me like, I don't think I got anything. He was just like,
okay, what's next?
I need more. And I'm like, she's still chewing on hers. You're not supposed to just swallow it like that. But yeah, I was like, just the whole chicken tip, just the whole thing went down his gullet. I was like, but he is my dog that will eat literally anything I give him. Anytime.
Whether he should or not.
Right. But a lot of times when I'm doing the sweet potatoes or cucumbers, I'll give them the little bits, the end bits. Delilah, she'll actually I don't think she likes some of the sweet potato, not the end, because she'll gnaw around and she'll spit it out, and she'll just walk away I'm done. And I'm like, you can't even eat it. So I have to then. Sam doesn't know how to eat food off the ground. He's like, what do I do? What? There's food on the ground. And so I have to pick it up off the ground and then give it to him. And then he just is like, and just takes whatever. He'll just eat whatever.
but he's so bad about wolfing down his food.
Oh, yeah.
We had to buy this little gizmo. We used to feed him in a regular dog bowl. Well, he just scarfs it down quick, almost as quick as you put it in a bowl. But this little guy here, we take the food and you smash it down in it, make it almost like as flat as you can, and then it slows him down.
Because he has to lick it up.
He'll chew it all up, eats it all, and goes and hops on the couch when he's done. Then Delilah has to come in and lick it clean, though. Like it's her duty. First thing she does when she walks in the door, she goes in there and checks it.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I got to check. I got to lick his spit up.
Yeah.
Renee said, when I was out for my surgery, my days and nights were off, so I'd still be up when Lynette woke and chat with her before I went to sleep. I can so see you doing that, too.
Yep.
Be like, oh, is it 3:30 already? Marianne said, Matreya's live stream this morning was just the two of us chatting. Yes, I remember her saying your name. She's like, hey, Marianne. Well, I don't know if anybody else will be here. Oh, Sean's here. Hey, Sean. Bro. Said, hey, y'all. Sorry I'm late. I was taking the motorcycle safety course. Oh, wow. How cool. Shauna said, nice. And Renee said, I've yet to do it and won't be able to this year with all my expenses this year. I know y'all understand. Oh, yeah. No, I would have been like, why are you signed up for this?
You would have gotten in trouble if you did.
Oh, he was telling Shauna that it's a 3-day course. So the final test is on Sunday.
Oh, wow.
Please pay for me. I bet he means also pray.
All right.
Wow, that sounds like fun. Renee said, that's Devara. I swear she never even chews or savors a treat. Right? So Jolly is your little one that likes to finally taste his food. That's the Delilah. And Delilah loves an ice cube. And this is what I've noticed too with the ice cubes. So it's the long cubes. I give one to her and she'll chew it, chomp it, she'll break it on the ground. She'll chew it up. I give one to Sam. He takes it, he runs off, and then he just bites it in his mouth. Half of it goes flying out, and he doesn't eat what flies out. He's just like, okay, that's right, I ate it. And I'm like, there's all this ice now melting on the floor. Like, you need to eat this stuff. And he looks at it, he's like, I don't know. Like, I would have to pick it up and put it in his mouth for him to eat it. So instead, what I've started doing, so since he's looking at the ice on the floor that fell out of his mouth and he won't eat it, I'm like, Delilah. And then she'll come over and she's like, oh, yeah, I'll eat all this. It's like so funny. And she said, then she goes to search if Jolly left any crumbs from his. And so that's the thing. Sam doesn't go looking for any crumbs because it's like if the food touches the floor, he doesn't want it.
Right.
Well, except if I pick it up and give it to him. I have to pick it up and hand it to him.
Because he knows he's spoiled.
Right. But Delilah is my scavenger. She'll be like, did he drop something? Let me investigate this whole area.
Because I usually sit, I have a little table in front of the couch and my laptop's on it. I usually sit there and eat my dinner while we're watching our shows. And she sits there and waits and waits. As soon as I get up to go clear my plate, she runs over and checks to see if I dropped anything on the floor.
Because she knows Dad. She knows. And she does that here too. When we start packing up, she comes over here to search this area. Yeah. She is definitely a scavenger. She was like, look, I lived on the streets before. I know you got to go do what you got to do.
She ain't missed a meal. The vet got on to you about it, told her she needed to lose some weight.
Well, yeah, but, before I adopted her, they said she was found on the street.
Yeah.
So that's where she developed at just, a few months of age. She developed those. I have to scavenge.
Right.
Oh, Sean said his sister rides, so I'm planning a bunch of trips up to Maryland to ride with her and her hubby.
Oh, wow.
That sounds cool.
It does.
Shauna said, well, he slows down a bit. Right? And Renee said, well, she's also the finicky one that refused to eat for a while because she was tired of the salmon flavored food. So I had to change the flavor next and add extra flavorings to get her to finish what we had.
Well, remember also when we were making dog food, she started getting more picky about that too.
She did, yeah. But yeah, right? Devara's like, I am tired of this salmon. Like, I need something better. It is hard eating the same thing for myself and finishing what Jolly has. Like, come on, change it up. And I agree. Shauna said, Devara, she's a special gal, right? And then she told Sean, sorry, Sean, you have to pay for yourself.
Wow.
Street cred. Right, Delilah has street cred. I know. She's such a silly girl. And then she's lately, because both of them aren't really barker. Like, they don't, like, oh, there's a leaf. I got to bark it at all, right? But lately, Delilah, like this morning, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Heath and I
you were at work. I haven't gone in yet.
Oh, you were about to. You were in the restroom.
Yeah.
So he was back there in the restroom. I'm
in the office.
And
she goes in a half hour before I do.
Yeah, and I'm working a whole bunch of wires, so I just can't stop. I need full focus on wires.
Her stuff she's doing right now with that is time sensitive, so she has to stay on top of it.
Right. And so all of a sudden I hear Delilah barking and barking.
What room was she in? The front?
She was right here on the couch. When I came in here, she was just laying on the couch.
Well, the last few times when you've left to go run errands or whatever, she'll go in the front room, the dining room here, in those two windows, pull the curtain to the side, stick her head in the window, and bark.
That's so cute. Well, I know there's squirrels right here in these trees, because one day I was washing the dishes, and right here, this little tree. It's not a tree. I don't know what that is.
Shrub or whatever. Yeah.
Right. There was a squirrel sitting right on one of the limbs.
Say it, don't spray it.
Oh, sorry. Chewing on something. At first, I didn't know because it was all curled up. And then I was like, oh, it's a squirrel right there, like a foot from me. Oh, so cute. So, yeah, I could see her being like, oh, look, there's squirrels.
What I love watching her do, too, I think it's so funny. She'll walk out on the deck. We have two gates leading off the deck into the yard. She'll stand right at the edge of the gate and bark.
Yeah.
One of them we have it tied off so she can come back onto the gate real easy. The other one over here, it still swings. And then they can push it open. They can't open it to come back in. They can push it open so they can get off the deck, but they can't pull it open to get back on, so they have to go around the other way. But she goes to this one far one over here that we leave tied off. She'll stand right at the edge and just yell at the neighbors, I guess. It's hilarious watching her.
Like she's like Maxine, like just yelling.
She doesn't go in the yard and do it. Go to one of the corners of the fence or nothing like that. She stands right there at the edge of the yard. Of the deck and yells. And then,
she'll do like 2 or 3 barks. And then she'll just hop off and do her business in the yard and then come back in. But I got to thinking about that because we used to have a Pyrenees. So if anybody knows Pyrenees, so Pyrenees are guard dogs. And what Zoe would do, Zoe was definitely a guard dog, right? And she would go around the fence corridors.
She had like a sentry duty.
Right.
She actually did it so often. She actually wore a spot in the grass along the fence line.
Yeah.
And she'd walk 3 or 4 feet and bark, 3 or 4 feet and bark.
And so that's why I was thinking, I wonder if she caught that from Zoe, like, oh, when Zoe came out here, she gave like warning barks. So I need to do that too now. Since Zoe's not here anymore, I need to warn the neighbors, hey, this place is still garden.
Because she was, honestly, Zoe was the top of the food chain. She kept Delilah in check.
She did.
But then we also noticed when Zoe passed that Delilah's demeanor completely changed. She got a little more aggressive, a little more assertive. Like towards us, she did.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not mean to us, but she's more demanding.
Yeah.
She'll go up and paw at you
and be like, hey.
Nag at you.
Yeah.
We're talking about you. What are you doing? Huh?
She's like, I know you were talking about me.
You lost your bow tie. Where did you put it?
It fell off. See, that thing's still on it, but the bow itself fell.
You need to go back outside? You ready? You got to get your brother, though. Y'all got to go together.
But yeah, she is so cute. Renee wants to know what everyone's doing this weekend.
Waiting on you to come visit. It sounds like I've been waiting a long time, huh? Right?
Oops.
Is that her? Oh, because it's time.
Yeah.
We got to let you out. Oh, come on.
But yeah, so Heath has to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then I gotta take Delilah to get her just one shot, her heartworm shot.
And then a pup cup.
And then she'll get a pup cup, and I'm gonna go to Dutch. And then we'll come home. And then I have to go back out. I'm going to go to Aldi, pick up just a couple things for a recipe I'm making for the cook-along this month.
Oh, yeah.
So the
we gotta do that Saturday night, huh?
Yeah, the cook-along should be the 25th this month. So just letting you know. And then, I don't know. And then
Sunday, we got those 12 videos to work on.
Yeah, and we have to put the wrap on our hot water heater.
That's right.
Or water heater. Renee said, have y'all watched Game of Thrones? Poncho and I just started last week at OMG. Yes, ma'am, but you're going to hate the last season. I'm just going to say that now.
It was really, really good until the last season.
Oh, Sean said, I'm going to be running into the 11 on 11 tomorrow after the course is over. Oh, that's awesome. Cool.
I'll be at work.
Renee said, if you're waiting on her, you're backing up.
That's fine. You got that from me.
Tuning in. Yeah, tuning in. That makes sense. Shauna said, I'm working on cards, hands permitting.
Yeah, when she's available. When she's able. Hold on, let me let her out.
And then Renee said, don't say it.
What?
I don't know about Game of Thrones.
Yeah, don't ruin it for us. Come on, you want to go? Where's your brother?
It is a really freaking good show. Like, really I freaking loved it until the last season.
Yeah.
Shauna said, wait, what? When is the cook-along? I'm thinking
See? There she goes.
I'm thinking the 25th will be the cook-along. So the Saturday after Thanksgiving. When I talked to y'all last month, y'all said that would work out well for most of you. What is it?
Because that was Mama's birthday.
Well, oh, it was November 25th?
Yeah.
Aww.
Because it was kind of cute sometimes. Every once in a while, Thanksgiving would land on her birthday.
Oh, right. Oh, and Shauna's going to tune into 11 on 11 as well. I probably will when I can catch it.
I might. I was thinking about doing that, tuning in on when I go to lunch.
She said, Poncho tried covering my eyes a couple times so far. That's funny. How far are you on it, Renee?
Yeah,
what season? What episode? It is a really compelling show.
It really is good. Got some weird stuff going on there. With that one family's kind of, but well, whatever.
Well, they're all a little weird. But what was the movie that we watched last night?
The Hitchhiker?
Yeah, what was that called again?
Axe Welding Hitchhiker.
Did y'all ever see that movie?
That was
the hatchet welding hitchhiker. Did y'all ever see that? The hatchet wielding hitchhiker?
It was on Netflix.
Do you remember him when he went viral in 2013? Who remembers?
Not at all.
The hatch wielding hitchhiker. Hatchet hitchhiker from 2013. Who remembers that? Sean said Sunday we have the Glock competition.
Oh, wow.
We'll be doing that Sunday afternoon. Oh, that sounds like fun.
Way to go, Annie Oakley.
Renee said she's only on season 1. He said, I can't watch without him. Oh, that sucks.
That's kind of cute. They're doing things as a couple now.
Oh, wait. I think we got to the first of season 2. Oh. Sean said, is that like The Hills Have Eyes?
No.
No.
Because this is real life. It
This is
actually happened.
a real person. I'm telling y'all, this was
Throwed.
like at first we watched the trailer and I was just like, I don't know. That seems kind of weird. And I was like, well, what else we got doing? Let's just go ahead and watch it, right?
Hatchet wielding.
Yeah, I was trying to.
Copy paste it.
Yeah.
Post a picture of the thing, whatever.
I can't post pictures.
Oh, you can't?
Oh, well, yeah, I could. But when we saw the trailer, I was like, I don't know. But this is real life. Like, nobody could write this stuff. Like, if you thought Tiger King was wild, this is freaking wild.
Yeah.
It is wild. So Netflix just put out the movie this year. That's the movie name. But this really is based on this guy back in 2013, and it went viral. And he was the one, I don't know if you ever saw it. It was like a meme that was like, smash, smash, smash.
I never saw any of that.
I don't remember any of this stuff, right? But apparently in 2013, it went viral.
What were
Millions
we
of people.
We were on a cruise, probably.
No, we hadn't met yet because it was February 2013. So you were dating some loser.
So were you, obviously.
I'm trying to think. Was I dating a loser? Not really. I went to Venice in February 2013. So no loser. But oh my gosh, it is a wild documentary.
And it's only like an hour and a half too. So it's an easy watch.
And you don't really, you're like, what the heck? This is crazy. It was really crazy. Like, but I think we enjoyed it, right? Yeah. Shauna said, I seem to have missed that guy. You and me both.
Wait, yeah, because it was in their area.
Yeah, it was in
no, San Francisco, I thought.
No, not San Francisco.
San Diego?
No, Fresno.
Yeah, Fresno.
It was out in Fresno. Is where this originally happened, was Fresno.
But then it get traced, I don't know how, but all the way back to New York City.
No, New Jersey.
New Jersey, yeah.
Yeah, but it started in Fresno, and then he went up Northern California for, I forget what it was.
Something.
But then he was on Jimmy Kimmel, and they were going to do like a show with him. Like, it was crazy.
You're going to ruin the show for him.
Marianne said, I have to visit the vampire in the morning. Then I'll be watching 11 on 11. Well, good night, Marianne. Have fun.
Should I go let her back in?
Yes. Renee said, I just found out recently that there is a body farm here in Texas with bodies buried at all stages and opportunities for forensic study. I'm sure Shelley knew about it.
Yeah, we've heard about that.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Well, right here, Renee, and I thought you might enjoy this next time you visit. There's actually a mortuary museum right here. I actually went on a school field trip, as it's right here in Spring, and it's really cool because it's all, the funeral homes and stuff. Uh-oh.
What?
Sean asked. He said, what did you think of Blade Runner?
We stopped not even halfway through. It
was a little more than halfway. You fell asleep.
I did. It was boring, honestly.
Sorry. I know.
I even found the new version too, and I didn't even bother.
A lot of people I know love that movie, so I was really excited to see it.
I was excited also, but I couldn't.
Yeah, and it has Harrison Ford in it, but
I've liked him in everything else he's done.
Yeah, and there's nothing against Harrison. I thought he did a really great job acting. Here's my thing. I don't like shows that are so dark, like dark lighting, not dark in the sense of things. That doesn't bother me, but dark lighting.
Cinematography.
The cinematography is so dark. And the Blade Runner, I just don't understand. This is my thing. If anybody could ask, maybe this is how you are. Let me know. But this is what bothered me. They all go into their house or wherever they live, and all the lights are off, and all they do is turn on a little lamp to make themselves a meal, a drink, or whatever. Who lives constantly in the dark like that?
Frugal. They don't want to burn and use up all the money, spending all the money on the lights.
The movie theater?
The frugal.
Oh, whatever. But no.
Tell them what we ended up watching instead. It was a lot more enjoyable.
Oh yeah,
he's gonna laugh at us.
This could be hilarious. But
I loved that movie though.
That was my thing. Is it was so dark. It was hard to see everything, and then it was just like I don't know what I was thinking, but I was like, oh, so this is just a detective movie where they're using androids, and I was like, okay, but then
what she'll do also, I told her this is the movie we're gonna watch. Before we can even hit play, she has to go find Siskel and Ebert's review on it, read the synopsis first, and then she's like, okay, yeah, let's look at it.
I never look at Siskel and Ebert.
Well, I know, but you find somebody's write-up on it, the synopsis.
No, I just go to, what is that, IMDb?
Yeah.
And I just read their synopsis of the movie.
Yeah.
And then...
She has to do that before you can even watch it, though.
But then... So I'm watching it, and I'm really trying because I like detective movies. It just was not grabbing me. I'm so sorry.
I was bored.
He was asleep. I'm trying to watch. I'm reading the notes, and I'm like, oh, so it's basically a detective / love story. And then all the praise was because they were like, oh, the way he filmed it was so great. Oh,
he just turned the lights out, and oh my God, what a brilliant.
I know. I was like, well, could we just have some light? Like, why does everything have to be dark and rainy all the time? So, sorry, we did not finish.
I felt like I was, what's his name in The Crow? It doesn't have to rain all the time.
Shauna said, Fresno has all the weirdos. Well, guess what? It got the hatchet welding hitchhiker. And then Renee said, Fresno must be like our Austin.
Right?
Probably. Oh, here it is. She said Freeman Ranch Body Farm. It's in San Marcos.
Uh-huh.
Well, that'd be fun. Uh-huh. Sean said one of my favorite Rutger Hauer movies is Lady Hawk. You should see that one. I freaking love Lady Hawk. I remember seeing it. Well, then we'll have to see that together again. Okay. It's definitely your kind of movie.
Okay.
It was such a good movie. I remember Lady Hawk. I fell in love with it. Well, obviously, Rutger Hauer.
I thought he was the director, not the actor. My bad.
I thought, well, it's been a while to remember who the actors were, but let's see.
1985.
Yeah. Yeah, he was Captain Eton.
Oh, okay.
And then Michelle Pfeiffer. Oh, okay. Oh, Matthew Broderick.
Oh, wow.
John Wood. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, stop that. Where's the Lady Hawk? Oh, that's such a good movie.
All right.
Now I want to see it again.
I'll go find it.
I just remember seeing it, and I was just like, yeah, that's my kind of movie. Yeah, there he is, because he was the one. Yeah, there he is. Oh, see? Okay. And that's Michelle Pfeiffer. I did not know at the time that was Matthew Broderick.
You didn't know who he was when you saw it. That's why.
Probably not. Yeah, that's definitely my kind of movie.
But tell them what we ended up watching instead.
So
I enjoyed it way much better.
So Heath woke up. He's like, "This is nonsense. I don't want to watch this." So we turned it off, and we watched. You ready for this, Sean? You're gonna die.
The name of it now.
It's called Just Like Heaven.
Oh, yeah.
He freaking loved it.
It was a good movie.
He was all so sentimental. It had the whole, what's his name again?
Yeah. What is his name?
Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
And Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah.
And
without her spoon, too.
It's basically a love story.
It was actually pretty good.
You were right there like, this should win an Oscar.
I never said that.
You sure acted like it. You were like, this is the best movie. That's really good.
I never said best movie. It wasn't Rocky or nothing.
You freaking loved it.
I did love it. Well, I liked it. I didn't love it, but it was good. It was a lot better than Blade Runner. I enjoyed it a lot more, I tell you that.
Yeah, 5 minutes into, just like Kevin, and he's like, "This is so much better. This is 100 times better than
Well, this is
Blade
because I have a
Runner."
light for everything, and I
Right,
can see
you
what's
can
going
see.
on.
You can actually see the apartment.
Right.
Because that was my
They
thing.
film it all in a shoebox.
Here's another one that might anger a few people. Is some of the Harry Potter movies are also too dark to watch.
Yes.
Like I need a well lit movie. Maybe that means I'm old.
No, they're the Harry Potter just a rip off of Star Wars.
Shauna said, "I don't like hack 'em up, but I've been watching cult documentaries and stuff." Now I like cult documentaries because cults like
it's scary. They're real life. That's scarier.
But to me, it's fascinating. And like I saw a meme recently. It said, "I'm never dumb enough to fall for a cult, but I am nosy enough." And I was like, "That's me. I would be nosy enough. Like, what is this you say? I got to investigate this a little bit further." And then I had to tell he, "Do you know what these people are doing? Blah, 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 blah." Well, I'm going back Wednesday to find out more.
Right.
Renee said, "Austin's motto is keeping it weird." I like that, though. I like weird. Shauna said, "Just finished Wild Wild Country, 1980s. Rajneesh guy took over a little town in Oregon." Oh. Sean said, "I like all the old 80s movies. No problem. I know it's not everyone's thing." I do like a lot of old 80s movies.
My favorite 80s movie, honestly, is The Wraith. With what's his nuts in it? What's his name from 3 Men and a Baby? Who's he went crazy. They fired him. What's that actor?
I don't know. 3 Men and a Baby?
Well, no,
Todd Selleck?
No. Not. I got the wrong show then.
Oh, you're thinking of was it My Two Dads? But anyways, you're thinking of
he went crazy.
Yeah, and then Ashton Kutcher took over for him. Oh, what's his name? Y'all.
Well, what's the name of that show too?
Was it My Two Dads?
No.
Two dads and a kid? I don't know. Oh, what's his name? Shauna, what is it? Good night, Marianne.
Good night.
My Two Dads.
No, it wasn't My Two Dads.
I know, but it's something like that. Oh, yeah, that was an old show.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Is that the little kid? And they do memes all the time.
2.5 Men.
Yes. Who was he? Who was the actor?
Shoot.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen. Okay.
He's the lead in it.
Oh, in The Wraith?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And it I don't know. It's like growing up, it was one of my favorite movies. Plus, I love the story of The Wraith too.
What is that about?
His girlfriend gets killed, and he comes back, or they kill him or something like that, and he comes back and haunts the people and kills them.
Shauna said she's been on a docu-series binge.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like those too.
Yeah, I mean, you need to look up that hatchet wielding, that movie, the hatchet wielding hitchhiker. You would like it, Shauna. It's a documentary.
Yes, it is.
Sean said Matthew Broderick, Michelle Pfeiffer. That's a great movie. Yeah, those were good. Oh, Renee said she's never watched a single Harry Potter movie. Come at me.
You're not missing anything. Don't start. It's garbage. I respect you enough to tell you don't do it.
We watched it when we were doing
we're on the cruise.
Yeah, we were doing the world cruise. He brought a whole bunch of these, and I think that's also part of it. Is maybe for some reason copies. Whenever he was because when he played on the computer, it was brighter. But when it would transfer to the TV, it was darker. but it was still a dark movie. And that's the problem. If you make a dark movie, if your TV isn't coded just right, then it becomes even darker. Like there were some scenes in Harry Potter where you couldn't even see anything. It was like you would just hear them talking in pitch blackness because it was so dark. So then when he would play it on the laptop, it was a little lighter, but it was still like, why did they film this in the dark?
That's why I don't know if it was actually their fault or if it was a bad copy I found.
I don't know.
I just know the writing was awful.
Sean said, that's one of my favorite things to do is go to the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That is fun. Shauna said another one called Murder Among Mormons, but it was about this one guy in the 80s, also as good, well, so to speak. Oh, wow. So I only watched Harry Potter before the 2022 cruise. Yeah, we watched it. Now, my co-worker, my work sister, she has not only read all of the Harry Potter books, she's read them 2 or 3 times and watched all of the movies. And I think she said she has the movies on like multiple platforms because she loves it that much.
Wow.
Yeah. Renee said, I only go to the movies for good horror or stuff like Secret Life of Pets, Toy Story. I've never seen Toy Story.
Any of them? They're really, actually, they really are good movies.
Oh.
What I love about them, honestly, they're written for kids, right? But they had adults in mind, especially with a lot of the jokes.
Oh.
Well, no, that's more Shrek. Shrek did that more than Toy Story did. But I love Shrek too, though.
Yeah, you should finally show me Shrek. My thing was,
You've never seen Shrek either?
No, you finally showed it to me.
Oh,
remember?
Yeah, that's what I'm
You
saying.
made me watch them,
and then you loved it.
But I think my thing was okay. Like before Heath, I rarely watched TV or movies, except if I went out to the movies, like with a friend or my mom. But other than that, like of course we'd go to watch the Star Wars. But other than that, I never watched TV. So there was a good decade that I just didn't watch anything.
You poor soul.
I was a gamer. So when I got off work, I came home and I got on my games and I gamed until 1 or 2 in the morning, got my 4 hours of rest and repeat. And, and then on my days off, it was like, oh, great. Now we can really team up and take on, these quests and take on these difficult bosses and stuff. That was what I enjoyed doing.
I grew up on movies.
Yeah.
My mother used to go to the the Rent-A-Center place, or not Rent-A-Center, but the movie house, and she'd get like a stack of them, at a discount or whatever, bring them home, and we'd just watch them all day. Or she would take me and my brother to the Dollar Theater, drop us off, and teach us how to hop movies. I don't know. I like raised on movies. And I just actually used to love watching movies more than I like watching TV shows a lot too.
Well, like when I was childhood trauma.
And she also worked for Buena Vista Home Video.
Oh, yeah.
And she would get the videos,
a lot.
And she'd get early releases.
Oh.
And in fact, you put the tape in, you watch it, and it even come up not even director's cut, but for demo purposes only, though, not do not distribute or something like that. So it was like early release stuff.
Oh.
So I get to see that, but it had a little banner on it every once in a while.
See, I had childhood trauma because anytime we would try to watch like TV as a family, that was just very stressful situation. So I think that was part of it as an adult. I was like, watching TV was stressful.
Yeah, I remember my dad going too, and he would go to Blockbuster and rent the VCR.
Yeah, the VCR.
It was the top load.
Right. Well, I remember we would go up to, there was a movie theater right up here at that little shopping strip at the front. We'd go up there and, pick out movies and we'd come home and watch them. But it was, again.
He was just acting a fool.
Well, you had to act a certain way to watch a movie. You could not laugh. You couldn't say anything. What? Yeah, you couldn't laugh. Even if it was a comedy, you couldn't laugh.
Wow.
You couldn't stretch out. You weren't allowed to sit on the couch. You had to sit on the floor.
Why does this man ever have kids?
He didn't want them, obviously.
Crazy.
But yeah, so it just like it wasn't like a fun experience. So now once they divorced, I think, but even then, I don't remember watching that much, even with my mom, because you know what my mother loved, like she would love right now the Hallmark Channel. And I'm sorry,
she still does.
Yeah, she still does. I'm sorry, I'm just not a fan. Those aren't my type of shows. Like I don't want to watch Hallmark all the time. I know Shauna's mom loves it. I can't stand it, so I don't watch that.
How many times we put a movie in or a show, we're like, "Oh, look at this! It's a Hallmark show," and we're laughing at them.
I know. So yeah, and so I don't know. I was never. And then when we got together, you were like, "Oh, have you watched this? This?" I'm like, literally, I have not watched anything for the last 10 years.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, Sean said in 3 Men and a Baby, it was Steve Guttenberg, Ted Danson, and Tom Selleck. Oh, I forgot about Ted Danson being in it.
Right.
Charlie Sheen, and then
he was the lead in The Wraith.
Yeah, and Sean said The Wraith, he has a really cool car and chases people in his car.
Yes. It's a payback for them killing him.
Oh, wow. Shawnee said another one about a penal code hospital with felony clients with same diagnosis as my client.
Oh,
wow, that's crazy. I think called Schizophrenia Killed My Mom.
Oh, wow.
And then she put my schizophrenia killed my mother. Wow. Renee said, one of my current patients is schizophrenic, and some days trying to get him to do therapy is so hard. I have to pull out all of my tricks, right? Oh, 22 Kit Kat. She said, I tried reading the Harry Potter books. Nope. Couldn't do it. Tried watching the movies. Nope. Just not my thing. I don't do wizards, I guess. Laugh out loud.
I need to post the meme. I've seen it before. I'm going to post it in the group where it shows that she's just a ripoff of Star Wars.
Okay. And here's the thing. I absolutely love the genre of wizards, witches, medieval,
Me
like
too.
all of that.
Dungeons
and fantasy.
Stuff.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons fantasy. That is my favorite thing. And I love those type of books. I read all of that. I just really get into it. Did not get into Harry Potter. Just wasn't my thing. So wizards might be your thing, just not Harry Potter wizards.
Right.
Renee said, me neither. Shauna said, after I watched it, so many people wanted to know if I loved it. And I was like, it was cute. Yeah, I kind of remember that, Shauna. You were like, yes, I watched it. She said, I've only seen Toy Story 1 and 2. How many are there?
I think there's 3.
Oh.
I think. But they're good. I enjoyed them.
Renee said, many of those kids' movies have lots more adult innuendos.
Yes.
She says, I recently watched Strays, and that was hilarious and not a kid's movie. Strays? Kind of like Strays.
I don't remember that.
Kind of like Sausage Party. What was that one called?
Yeah, that was not a kid's movie.
No, that was not a kid's movie. Renee said, Over the Hedge is another kid movie with a lot of adult innuendo. She goes, I think you and Heath would like Strays.
Okay.
She goes, Blockbuster, be kind and rewind, right?
Right. I remember too, I used to have, it looked like a little sports car. It was it was made specifically just for rewinding the cassettes.
Sean said he loved Over the Hedge.
I've never seen
Over the Hedge.
Renee, do me a favor. Send us all those movies, the titles, so I can go find them.
Shauna said another docu, Athlete A, about the abuse of the Olympic gymnastics team in 2020. Wow. Renee said that was how I had to be when I worked pediatric therapy. I enjoy the neuro adults much more, right? Shauna said 25. Laugh out loud. What's 25? Oh, 25 toys? I don't know. Oh, no. Oh, Renee said there's actually 5 Toy Stories.
Really? Okay. I haven't seen them.
Shauna said there's 25 Toy Story movies. They're trying to catch up with Fast and Furious.
That's awesome.
Oh, yes, you are so right. Sean said a great movie from the 80s is Warlock. Julian Sands, Laurie Singer, and Richard Grant. Yes.
I've never seen that.
Oh, my gosh.
Or what about Warriors?
Oh, yeah.
Come out and play.
The Warlock movie. Oh, my gosh. That was such a... You don't remember that?
No, I don't.
Oh, my gosh. That was such a good one.
I've seen a lot of movies. I don't remember that one.
Oh, that was really good. And then I'm trying to think, well, there was another, was it the original Highlander in that? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the original Highlander was in 86.
Who was the Highlander?
Does
it say Sean Connery? Is that what they were? Does that say
yeah, he's in there. Sean Connery, Clancy Brown, Roxanne, Betty Hart, Christopher Lambert. I can't believe you don't remember the original Highlander. Oh. Now, I had thought about
he's showing up the car.
I know.
That's awesome.
But look, you don't remember that? No. Oh my gosh. I thought that was good.
Okay.
I haven't watched the new series. If you've watched that one, I've heard great things about it. But I remember the original Highlander. I freaking loved it. No, it was a movie.
Okay.
I loved it. Maybe that's what my mom always rented was like Warlock, Lady Hawk. Was it Conan the Barbarian?
Oh, that was so goofy.
But I liked it too. I enjoyed all of those. Oh, she said the most recent is Lightyear Toy Story.
Oh, okay.
Renee said Pancho hasn't seen a lot of American classics, so I had him watch Fast Times at Richmond High with me. He was dying laughing.
And it was good.
That was a good one too.
Isn't Judge Reinhold in that one?
Yeah. Sean said Tom Clancy, Keegan and Highlander.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did I miss that? Tom Clancy.
I thought he was the author.
Is he? Was that Tom Clancy?
I thought Tom Clancy was was an author though. I didn't know he was an actor. Or did he write the Highlander? Is what he's saying. I
don't know. Let's see. No, it says screenplay by Gregory Wyden. Connor McLeod. He said he was Keegan. Let's see. Cast. Oh, goodness. That's a huge cast.
Why don't you put in his name in the movie and see what it says?
I did. And it just brought up the whole movie.
I don't know.
I don't know.
He was right then. Or you put in there, was he in it?
Tom Clancy, the Keegan. Tom Clancy. Clancy Brown. Thank you, Caden. She said Clancy Brown. Okay.
Yeah, because Tom Clancy is an author. He's the one that wrote. He's the one that wrote A Hunt for Red October, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, it says Clancy Brown as the Kurgan, Connor's nemesis, said to be the last
click
of
on
the
his
Kurgan
name, because I want to see
tribe.
the actor.
Clancy Brown. Does that ring a bell with you?
No. But probably a lot of times once they start talking.
Oh, he said Pet Cemetery too. The Shawshank Redemption.
Okay.
Captain Byron Hadley.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I don't know who he is then. He was the one that was always freaking with him. Come here again and I'll sing you a lullaby.
Oh, he's a John Wick Chapter 4. Oh, we haven't seen that one yet.
I haven't seen any of those.
Oh, that's 23. Wow, he's still acting then. Who ever saw Starship Troopers?
Yeah. I don't like corny.
Oh, and then Renee said, I think Pancho needs to see Revenge of the Nerds and Porky's too. Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Raise him right.
Thank you, Caden.
Jesus, it's already after 10.
Oh, whoops.
So much for that.
He's also the voice of Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Okay.
The Starship Troopers. The only reason I watched that movie is because I love Robert Heinlein's books. I think I have read the majority of them. Yeah. So when there was the movie, I was like, oh, I got to see this. And no wonder he was like, I don't want to do any more movies with my books because he was so disappointed by Starship Troopers. But yeah, I freaking love Robert Heinlein. I thought he was a great author too.
Nice.
In the sci-fi field. I tried to get into who wrote, was it Asimov? Trying to think here. Yeah, it was Asimov. I tried to get into some of his books. It just didn't click with me. I should probably try again. But yeah, I enjoyed those. Again, I'm just more of a fantasy type person, so I've always enjoyed those type of movies and those type of books. But I don't. But here's the other thing: even though it's sci-fi and stuff, I noticed I'm not real keen on robots. Is what I told Heath. I said I think that's why also Blade Runner didn't mesh well with me. I'm just not huge into robot type movies. But he was like, "But you like Star Wars and Star Trek." Well, I was like, "Well, in Star Trek, there's not really robots. This is the main theme." And I feel like in Star Wars, the robots are more like their allies, like like their pets.
Yeah.
It's still mainly humans as the main thing. I don't know. In Blade Runner, it was kind of like the robots were more human than the humans.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was really interesting. It was an interesting premise, and maybe the book that the movie is based on, I might enjoy more. We'll see.
Yeah.
Like I always have all this time to read. But we should call it a night because it is 10 o'clock. She said, so Shelly didn't like iRobot.
No, we didn't really like it that much.
We kept watching it because it was so freaking weird.
Right.
It was so weird.
We finally gave up on it though. We ended up watching something else.
Yeah, but we made it to what
I don't even remember how many seasons it was.
Was that iRobot? Series. Is that, well, it's just showing me the Roomba.
Huh?
Am I not thinking of iRobot? I thought that was a show with what's his name?
Maka? No, what's his name? Oh, what was he in? God.
Oh, Mr. Robot.
No, it wasn't that.
It wasn't?
No, I thought it was iRobot.
No, Mr. Robot. That was the one that we watched like 3 seasons and we gave up.
Oh.
Sam Eshmal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Robot. Oh, or I need either. How's Rosie? Oh, Will Smith was iRobot. No, I guess I didn't see that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of him. That's why.
Oh.
Well, Will Smith?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I like Will Smith. I was thinking about the other guy.
Will Ferrell.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of him.
But anyways, Rosie, she does not want to work anymore. I think she's ready to retire, and we're still negotiating her retirement agreement. So I'm letting her take a sabbatical right now.
It's weird. We've actually clicked the button to turn her off. But I haven't heard it tonight. But every night she'll just put out one beep, like she's like yelling for us.
Like, hey, I'm still here, but I've sent her on a sabbatical. We're trying to figure things out. I'm doing the steps, but she's still arguing. So we're going to have to figure out what we need to do to make her happy.
We have turned her on, let her run around, and then in the morning we'll wake up, she's always in a weird place, or she's hiding.
Or she'll just run for like 10 to 15 minutes, and then she just stops. And the battery is charging. It's fully charged. I looked up what the different codes mean, and it said, oh, it thinks that the
bushels,
one of the brushes isn't right. So I have all the like replacement pieces. So I replaced it with brand new, and she still was like, So I was like, okay, girl, you're going to take a sabbatical until I have time to deal with your negotiations here. Okay. That's what Rosie is at right now.
You're fighting with her.
And Shauna said, yeah, it was weird at the end. Yeah, the Mr. Robot, that just got...
That's what it was. Yeah, Mr.
She goes, oh, watch an interesting Milli Vanilli. We have that one
set up, but so is it good?
Should she goes, it was pretty sad, actually. Aww. Interesting, but sad.
What's crazy is everybody made a big deal about them when it happened.
Yeah.
Now everybody's on TikTok doing it.
I know. But yeah,
Well, they
it
make
was
shows based on it, basically.
I know.
Who's that?
Oh no, the movie iRobot. So we never watched iRobot.
We were watching Mr. Robot.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet. But anyways, we're gonna call it a night because it's already after 10. We need to get cleaned up. He has to go to work. I gotta take Delilah early in the morning. So we got a lot to do. But thank y'all so much.
Yes.
It's been so much fun tonight.
Are we gonna see everybody on Sunday for coffee talk?
Yeah,
Will she
tune
do it
into
this
Coffee Talk. Yes.
Okay.
So
Back to
tune
normal.
into Coffee Talk. If not, we will see you next Friday. And next Friday, we're halfway through November, and you'll just be a week away from Thanksgiving.
Right.
So we'll have a great night. Y'all have a wonderful week. Stay safe. Love y'all. Bye.
Good night.